This episode brought to you by puberty. Smoking dope and shooting rope. There's a reason that everybody sticks.
Hey everybody, we're watching Spider-Man Homecoming, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Welcome to Miscast Commentary's Movie Marathon.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With two guys actually crazy enough to get this done.
And I have a bow and arrow.
Now here are your hosts,
Language!
Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are an extra excited pair of guys today because we got our new studio, baby.
That was a really cool intro, actually, with the, like, I can hear it.
Yeah, we're actually doing it
It
all
was like
live now.
it was like woo being in at the start of a movie, fuck sakes. Like getting the golden
yeah.
ticket.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you got the golden ticket today now, people out there in miscast land.
we're all getting golden showers.
Oh yeah, that's the
Right?
only kind.
Yeah, but yeah, we got the new Rodecaster Pro, and so we do apologize for all the audio problems we've had over the last few episodes. But like literally, as we started talking about upgrading our stuff, our other stuff went haywire and started being very problematic.
That's what
for us.
happens.
So there we are.
Yeah.
But
It's a good thing you got rid of that skanky bitch anyways.
oh yeah, no, I didn't get rid of it yet. It's in a bag in the closet where it belongs.
Oh, just for backup's sake, right?
Oh, no.
Don't let this one know.
No, it's
that
not for
you got
backup's
the
sake.
old one still. The X is still mulling around.
It's just so I can abuse it till it dies of starvation.
Good man.
All right, we're bringing another new character into the MCU.
A lot of
Now
new characters,
he's
man.
he's made an appearance, but now we're giving him a solo go. A hard, difficult one to get too, as belongs to another company. So, lots to talk about.
I enjoyed the three words you just said in a row there.
Which-
Solo go hard. I enjoyed that. Anyways,
Okay,
continue.
I didn't even realize I said that. Cool. Thanks, Freud.
Right on.
Anyways, there's only one thing we have left to do at this point, and that is to press play.
Pressing play
now. There we go.
Boom.
See, it's weird to have a Sony thing right off the top.
That
right?
is
Like,
that is actually, yeah. Now that we've been doing them in a row,
mhm.
is there
Trips me.
not there's no flippity flip? Nothing?
No,
Are we
there's-
getting to it?
no, not that I know of.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just this is how it is. This
Oh
is the
yeah, they're
life
just
we
straight
live.
lying like they did it. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
did this. This is
Well-
we're Sony.
Well, they did distribute the movie.
We made this
But-
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, but
You didn't think we didn't? Pfft, check that out.
So yeah, right off the bat, writer-director John Watts, he did a lot of music videos and stuff like that. It's really interesting to see how these guys come into this. Did like Fatboy Slim and Death Cab for Cutie. He worked on some of the Onion TV shows. He did the Onion Sports Dome and the Onion News. He directed the movie Cop Car with Kevin Bacon, which was a more recent, not indie, but lower budget kind of thing.
Right.
And then he lands this. But look at the man in front of us right now, man.
He said he wrote for The Onion.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But like for the TV stuff.
Right.
But the yeah, we're looking at not Kevin, Jesus Christ, Michael Keaton right now. Fucking Batman
who you
is
just
on
was there?
screen.
Kevin Kline?
I don't know. I
You
think I was no.
think you were thinking Kevin Kline.
No, I think I was thinking Kevin Bacon again because I literally just said it.
Why not?
But yeah, he's connected.
I knew you said Kevin Bacon, but your eyes were saying Kevin Kline.
Hells yeah.
So here's the broken down. Oh, there's one of those dudes.
yeah,
So this must be after Avengers 1.
correct.
Oh, and there's Bokeem Woodbine.
I know. Oh, it's nice to be able to say that name again. Or for racists, Dave Chappelle.
Look at that. There you go.
Yeah.
If you're going to jack shit off of one of their things, you got to use one of their jack bars.
But Jesus Christ, man. This is the second Michael Douglas to be in the MCU because his legal name is Michael Douglas.
Nice.
He had to be Michael Keaton because the whole SAG rules and all that nonsense.
Oh, his name is actually Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a damn good piece of trivia.
Not as good as Tongue Daly being sexy as fuck.
You're talking, that's the old lady, right?
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
Oh.
She's in some shit. This is like Tom Hardy's body double standing
literally-
back there.
I did. Oh, please tell me I wrote it down.
Like look at this guy.
No, I didn't write it down. His name's Logan Marshall Green. He was in 24 and Prometheus. But when I was writing it, I just kept thinking, write down poor man's Tom Hardy. But man, Michael Keaton, like, let's talk about what he's meant to us in the fucking 80s.
Oh
and
my
stuff
God.
He was fucking Beetlejuice. He was fucking
Batman, in my opinion, the best Batman.
I love his Batman. It's so good. But like Beetlejuice is just like next level.
This is the man.
His first ever acting role was playing a panda on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He was a regular on the Mary Tyler Moore Hour. He was in the movies Night Shift, Mr. Mom, Johnny Dangerously, She's Having a Baby, The Dream Team, Much Ado About Nothing, The Paper, Jackie Brown, Out of Sight, where he played the same character, even though they're different studios.
Yeah.
Fun little thing. He was in Cars, Toy Story 3, the RoboCop remake, and Minions, Birdman, obviously, The Founder, obviously.
Birdman brought him back big time.
And the funny thing is, he's technically a Birdman in this.
Yes.
And then he's in the upcoming Dumbo. So it's kind of cool like the way they bring this back. Like we get to come back to Avengers for a minute, and
I like the tie-in. I loved him in Hollow Man. Oh my God, that battery's not included?
yes,
Holy fuck, look at the technology they're messing with here.
well, technically that thing is a battery, I guess.
They found, they swiped it. See, that was smart of the dudes. So is he.
See, I like this too. He's one of the only bad guys, at least in the MCU, to just decide to be bad.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. We ain't making no money doing this legal
He's
shit.
like, we're getting screwed over. We're just going to do it. He didn't fall into a vat of something or any of those kind of things and just be bad.
You could really, obviously, in the comic book movie, you can do a little bigger, I think, acting. And I think that scene was totally like him, I'm going bad. Like you could see in his face change and everything.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like minutes before he's like, hey, boys, you got to use this thing to clamp the thing in. And then he's like, yeah, fuck it.
His face is an actor's dream because it can do like every single like square millimeter. It can move independently of itself. He can do whatever he wants. I really do like what they did with his suit. Like
I kind of dig it. Usually I don't like when they make it like mechanical, like Falcon and stuff, but it works actually.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, what is he going to do? Dress like a bird to go rob people in this world?
I don't know if do you think that kind of costume would fly?
It would literally fly, yeah.
Like, do you think it would fly with the public, like to see Falcon actually dressed like that and kind of flying, and it's not a mechanical thing?
Oh, I don't.
And he can talk to the birds and shit. He can't talk to the birds in the MC universe, can he?
No, he's his bird that he has is a drone.
As a
that
drone.
He controls.
Bird control.
I think it works reasonably better. I think that those kind of things when they were invented were, I don't know, in a world that you were just allowing yourself to be a little bit sillier. I don't know.
Well, Peter Parker directed this movie?
Yeah, he did. I love this twist. And again, another interesting tie-in because this is Peter Parker being picked up to join Civil War. And I love that.
Nice. I like that a lot, actually.
That had to.
How far back was Civil War to this one? Was it the last one we watched?
No. It was
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is after.
Yeah.
So it's a couple movies after, then they start filling in stuff from way back.
Yeah, exactly.
I dig that.
And I like because it's not even. Again, we don't have an origin story in this one for him or anything like that. You just have kind of a character. Hey, this is kind of who he is as a person before we get rolling,
Right.
It's just like in a context that we know because we were already watching. We've already seen him doing. What's it called?
Something about Captain America going crazy.
I love that. I love he's got his like ghetto suit on.
Oh yeah, the new suit.
I thought this was a classic.
They always get like teamed up, eh? They're kind of like a little team, these two.
Oh, they're brilliant together. He's John Favreau's
suit.
Yeah, John Favreau's really good at having good chemistry with whoever he's on screen with, though.
He's been in the biz, man.
Oh yeah, He knows how to do this shit.
That's a good looking Spider-Man suit. I'm not so keen on the newer
Or the Iron Spider.
the Iron Spider and all this crazy jazz.
I love that he's still videotaping at this point when the shit's going down.
Hopefully he went back for. I guess he did.
Oh man. He's like play by playing the entire thing. I really like that they made it so his eyes moved.
Right.
Like and I do like the teenage, like we're getting a real young guy in this movie compared to like the 28-year-old young guys we've got in the past. Like Tobey Maguire was like 500 years old, I think.
And look at him.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be 29 right now.
This was a he wasn't originally supposed to be in this, but they had to I can't remember
who Jon Favreau wasn't going to be in it.
No,
Tony Stark.
Yeah,
oh my god,
like
you got to have Tony Stark in it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was actually kind of important as far, not so much for this movie, but for the whole of the MCU, because like this, like I think that the stuff in Infinity War doesn't work without this movie, like him being in this movie. They can't have the moments they have, like after the snap and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's sort of like his mentor.
Mm-hmm.
So this is okay. This is after the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So this?
They're back. They're home now after all of this. So like they're bringing them home after after the Civil War situation has happened.
He seemed like he was pretty. Looks like he's doing pretty well after his friend just got his spine broken.
Well, he is, and I mean, as you've mentioned, and I didn't really give much thought to, but he is like pretty much like the most powerful dude, like Hulk aside.
Right.
So like, yeah, he's gonna come out of it cleaner than anybody else. He's got his nice, case.
He's in the new one, isn't he? Isn't he dating May? He wishes. No. I wish.
Yeah, man. She's
Aunt May. She can bake an apple pie.
And at 51, she's the youngest Aunt May. And oh my God, she's hot.
Does she ever look the youngest? Like, holy shit.
And I wouldn't even have guessed.
I've seen Aunt May's boobs.
I know. That's
that's awesome.
I saw the original Aunt May's boobs.
Wait, who's that?
It was, do you know the really old woman? Tobey Maguire's?
Exactly.
But it was after the Spider-Man movies.
Oh my God. What was it? A real movie?
No, it was just a porno I made with her.
Yeah. She loved it. She was desperate for the cash. Actually, no, she wasn't. She's just dirty. She's a dirty girl.
This is why I couldn't be in New
Real
York.
phone?
Well, it's a phone, yeah.
And like, look at it. Well, the thing too is these people are way too clean looking. You do have a couple of rabbi dudes.
Yeah, thank God.
Over there.
Got
So
sweet
yeah.
aesthetics.
You should have had the guy with the giant ghetto blaster.
Yeah.
Couple of 80s punks. there didn't look like one person on there had like pissed themselves.
No.
Within even like a month's time.
Yeah, probably.
Because usually there's one guy on there that's been like pissing in his pants and getting piss loaded every day, and then he gets on. He hasn't washed his pants; they just dry. Then he pisses in them again. Yeah.
Oh, what was the line? It was something about like the whole comedian said it was about the whole if you see something, say something. He's like, oh, it was Greg Giraldo. He's like, one time I saw a guy peeing on a guy masturbating. He's like, is that something? I saw something. Should I say something?
You definitely saw something, man. That's for sure. Looking right. Now that sounds like a time. Where the hell was he?
Oh,
I mean, is it going to be, I was at like a sex club? You're like, oh, big deal. Or was this like, wow, I should not have seen that. Like turn the aisle in the DVD section of the library. Bam.
That's probably, I think it was in a Subway or something like that. Not
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's old hat at the restaurant.
Yeah,
nowadays.
Pretty much.
Eat fresh.
Jared ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, I know, right? Good Lord. Oh, hey.
Oh, Lego Star Wars.
There we go. And it's totally
Is that even allowed?
It's
Sony's allowed to do that?
Well, because Marvel made the movie and Marvel is Disney and the whole thing ties in.
They wanted to correct Peter Parker, Spider-Man so badly that they worked with another company to put out a proper Spider-Man movie.
This is something, I mean, fans had been saying forever that this needed to happen. And for multiple entities of Marvel, Fantastic Four being another one, and things like that. And people are like, for God's sakes, just swallow your pride and go and work with Marvel, who's clearly having success at this stuff. Like, they're having more success with the unknown people than you're having with some of the most well-known people.
Right.
So, like, Jesus.
Was that a CGI de-aged Rosario Dawson?
No.
Oh my God. Yes, it was. Don't even fucking lie to me.
I
There's some
wish.
army kid in the background.
So the decision to make Flash not like the big white bully in this one, instead he's like a rich kid Indian guy. The main reason behind that, they said, was to update what a bully is nowadays.
Right.
Like, you know, a bully isn't necessarily the jock, but just like the, you know, the haves. The haves to the have-nots.
They have not shown us Eddie Brock in this universe, or no? Yeah?
No, not in this universe. Nice. That's
What
all my
the
daughter does is
hell?
make fucking slime.
Slime it's where it's at, man. These kids, I don't know where the fuck they saw the slime or where they heard of the slime, but the slime, it's slime time, man.
It is slime
Because
time.
they are just losing it.
Oh man, they love it so much. I can like literally, I can go around this house and find 8 or 9 containers that Abby has made. Of
Open slime,
recently.
slime,
Just slime everywhere, and they're all
slime
in different names.
pockets.
Like, this is fluffy slime. This is galaxy slime. This is mermaid slime. This is crunchy slime. This is it's all over the fucking place.
You can tell these kids are rich, man. They didn't even eat their food in the last scene. The buddy there had like
Some of them
six boneless chicken bites just like going to waste.
Well, it was only the beginning.
Maybe
of
they
lunch.
were about to eat it.
Like, the amount of time that we saw of lunch wasn't the entire lunch period.
But Peter had he had pretty much just the crust left of pizza, which leads me to believe that they ate. And Buddy there bought like 30 chicken bites.
He's superhuman, though. Oh, man. So we got other writers involved in this guy. Jonathan Goldstein, he actually wrote Horrible Bosses 1 and 2, Cloudy the Chance of Meatballs 2, Vacation. He directed Vacation and the movie Game Night.
Like the new Vacation.
Yeah.
Kind of like that movie, actually.
It wasn't bad at all,
Yeah.
actually. I think it was actually, it was more loyal to the Vacation movies than some of the Vacation movies.
Yeah, I thought that scene was really funny too, where they go to visit the section where all 4 states meet.
Yeah.
Like in your state, that was like Charlie Day and like no, it was Nick Kroll,
Yeah.
the girl from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like I think Ed Helms, and then Buddy from Ant-Man.
Oh,
His buddy
Michael Pena?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't it those 4?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Oh,
with you.
good
But
scene. Anyways,
I only
good
saw it the once.
scene.
But yeah, it was better than I thought it would be. The other guys who wrote it, John Francis Daly, who actually I don't know if you would know his face for me to describe him, but he was in Freaks and Geeks, Freaks and Geeks, yeah. Oh,
Nice.
new studio, same old garbage coming out of my mouth.
It sounds so much better though.
I know.
I do feel like it sounds better.
It does sound very good.
It sounds too good.
We're gonna have
What
to,
are we running here?
we're gonna have to end this turkey.
Never.
But yeah, anyways, he was in Freaks and Geeks. He was the new guy in Waiting, and he was in Bones. He actually,
Oh, he was the new guy in Waiting.
yeah, you know, like the one that Ryan Reynolds is like training.
Yes.
So
So
he-
he's like the introduction. That was a good movie too, actually.
Yeah, he was one of the writers on this movie. And then Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, they wrote for American Dad, Community. So another friggin'
Jesus,
people.
how many people?
4 total.
So
But again,
okay,
I don't know
so
who wrote the story, wrote the
Right.
script, like that sort
does
of
it
thing.
normally go okay? So like all these 4 of these guys aren't like talking to each other and like into it. Okay, so wait, here's the thing too, right? There's Peter Parker, high school.
Yeah.
Just remember, ladies, when you look at him and go, he's in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies.
Yeah, dry that pussy.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Lordy.
I can't say one filthy. Oh, did you see a little rat there?
I
Did they add that, or was that was a nice touch?
I didn't even notice it, so it's an extra.
That was
nice
really
touch.
neat, actually. Anyways.
Yeah.
So the 4 guys aren't sitting in a room
Yeah.
hacking it out themselves. Like one guy would write like the main story, I guess, and then they'd send that off to another guy who would like put some things in, and then they send it to another guy to do that too.
I think one guy probably wrote a rough draft, or one guy like probably like hashed out the story with the executives, and then another guy probably wrote the like wrote a draft, and then the other guys finished the draft or whatever. Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, like I said, they actually worked together. They also wrote Lego Batman. They wrote the new Jumanji. They wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp, and they wrote Spider-Man Far From Home.
Holy shit!
So they've got a pedigree behind them.
Wow, who's that?
Those were Chris McKenna and Eric Summers.
Ah, those guys are making cash.
You have to believe in the people who are work on Community, man. Writers on Community.
For some reason, everybody that was involved in Community, like the writers and the creative team, are like geniuses.
Yeah, it's like they just have this like untapped source. They're like, just go get whoever. Dino Stamatopoulos, get him.
Is that kind of I'm still going back to like the shirtless scene.
Why am I? What's wrong?
No, I just find it like funny because like if it was reversed and that was the girl, what's her name?
Yeah.
Gwen or something, and she was
Spider-Gwen?
like half naked, people would be like, she's in high school and they're you know what I mean?
Well, because like
Even though I think he's of age.
well, but also her breasts are more of a thing as opposed to just like a dude's chest. We see like little shirtless boys running around all the time.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So
That's society. That's your see?
yeah.
Bunch of nonsense.
If you lived in one of those National Geographic tribes, this wouldn't even be an issue.
Oh, those National Geographics got me through some tough times.
They got me through some pretty
Ooh,
simple
yeah.
times, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like,
It's here.
you're a solution.
Yeah. So I can't watch nature shows anymore.
Yeah.
Especially about orangutans.
Oh no. That's extra sad.
Dude, I saw this horrible thing.
What's up?
I'm not even gonna go there.
Okay.
It's about like the sex trade in orangutans, and it was like, oh god,
Oh,
it was like a real thing.
yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
You like you went to a world that doesn't even pique my curiosity. It just
know,
like makes
right?
me want to.
I read it in a thing. I think that was actually another National Geographic. It was horrifying.
Oh, we got a bank robbery. I like the idea of the standing off, to like the sideways standing and stuff like that.
Oh, like look at this shit. Is this Buddy?
Yeah. This is the Vulture's weapons that he's been making for other people.
They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
they're doing
using
pretty good on the old, techno.
yeah, they're using that alien technology. I really the eye movement.
It's
It
neat.
seems so simplistic, but it's like I'm so happy that
It
it's
looks
there.
like the suit actually does it.
Yes.
Like it's a physical.
Yeah.
They grab him with his foot. The
I know.
old toe grab there.
I just like this is actually a really good display of his like strength and stuff like that too.
Oh
Just
fuck
to see
yeah!
him actually. Oh god.
That must be pretty cool. Being some regular bank robber and you just took out. Well, yeah, really, but you almost had him.
Yeah.
You almost had Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's
Oh my god, it's like that booth when you win. Just how many dollars can you grab in 60 seconds?
Exactly. I'd imagine he could get a lot because of the webs and shit.
That's probably considered cheating.
Yeah. So a lot of different people were talked about to potentially play Spider-Man. This is before there was a real man. That's sad. Before there was a real Planet.
Why?
No,
Because Buddy's dead.
Yeah, it just reminded me of same thing happened in Daredevil when that like place like collapsed on them or whatever.
Oh, I
Or was
gotta
it
see
Luke
season
Cage?
3 still.
Might have been Luke Cage. But yeah.
Whoa.
Phew. Oh, kitty.
I thought the whole side of the building was going to collapse in or something because it went right through the whole fucking like 50
I know.
blocks there.
Yeah, it carved out some space.
Will the superpowereds, will they be, they should be excluded from all contests like that.
Contests like which?
Like grabbing the money that flies around, anything
yeah.
like the lottery.
I
mean,
think
because-
it depends on the abilities.
But I mean, then you'd have to have like an ability card. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the ability that can tell which ones are the winning lottery tickets. Like, do I care? I'm behind the booth. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like the Sokovia Accords is working that out for us.
Exactly.
I
It
think
might
maybe
be.
that's probably what it's exclusively for.
Yeah.
And so you can't win cash
Because like you can just, or you have mental powers. You can
Yeah.
you can tell which balls are coming out or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people were like up for the role or like considered for the role in different like versions. The weirdest one I heard, Norman Reedus' son Mingus was offered, and I know Mingus, it's exactly the name you would imagine Norman Reedus would pick for his son, but he is the he was given an audition and he refused it.
Really?
He's just like, I'm not gonna audition. I'm like, I'm too cool for school. Reedus, probably riding a motorcycle at age 10. Like,
here he goes climbing in.
Yeah.
Climbing in the old window. That's what I'd be doing if I was Spider-Man.
And using his sticky
hey,
foot
the window goes the wrong way.
Yeah, that's a thing.
The fuck was that?
That is a thing. You see that in a lot of New York movies and stuff like that. They slide them down, not up.
Huh. It's easier to yell up, hey, you! It's easier, yeah. Well, because then it's not going to fall down on your head when you're screaming at people down at street level.
Yeah, probably the first time that happened. Some guy named Fiorello it happened to, and that was the end of it.
You know, one time I accidentally dipped my penis into chili.
Oh, yeah.
And the section of
by
chili,
accidentally, he means repeatedly.
Then when some chili dripped out of my pee hole, and that we called Mingus. I don't know why. Oh man, you got to look into those baby name books. There, Norman Reedus.
Yeah, Jesus. I love the way he just gets caught being Spider-Man.
There she is. Look at it. I thought she was wearing like a titty top there for a minute.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. She feels like the kind of aunt who fucks her nephew's friends. She's like, I want to be really cool. I'm not going to let you smoke weed, but I'm going to blow your
Peter
friends.
Parker while doing it. Yeah.
Other people who were either considered for or like had auditions or whatever. Chandler Riggs from Walking Dead, who played Carl, got to audition. That didn't go well, apparently.
Carl.
They talked to Daniel Radcliffe. Harry Potter himself, which I kind of get, not age wise, but like as an option.
Right.
Freddie Highmore, Donald Glover, who has been in like demand to be Spider-Man. Like back when he was on Community, you actually see it's the first episode of season 2. He gets up and he's wearing all Spider-Man jammies, and it was because people were talking about how he should play Miles Morales in
right.
That's what they should have done.
I remember that talk.
I think that was like when Amazing Spider-Man 1 was like was announced.
Right.
And they're like, oh, they should do this time because we just had Spider-Man. Like do a different Spider-Man. That'll be like your way around it. And everybody was like, Donald Glover would be the perfect guy. So, and I mean, he's super involved and stuff like that too, because he's like, he did a voice. I think he did a voice in the Spider-Verse. I can't remember. But he's in this one. He was the voice of Spider-Man.
He might be.
He was the voice of Spider-Man in like one of the animated Spider-Man movie or TV shows and stuff like that. Like he's all over the place. Who else? Josh Hutcherson was considered. So lots of people. They made the cast, at least the kids and stuff like that. They went to the director's house and they watched like a marathon of John Hughes movies together. It was like, because for the kids, that's how this should feel.
Right.
And that was kind of the
they think that Spider-Man should feel like a John Hughes movie.
Mm-hmm. You should feel
with less web slinging.
Yeah, exactly. Because Bender was fucking web slinging all over the place. They had to cut most of his web slinging scenes.
I love that, like him coming out of the crapper.
Yeah,
I guess he can't really. I guess he would just poop like a normal spider boy. Like it's not like Spider or Superman, who you think you could probably fire one off like no time. You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, exactly. It would just incinerate it, come out so fast. That I don't even know. That guy creeps me out.
Is that Adam Driver? Oh my god, I think it was
Ty Adam Driver.
That was Adam Driver's identical sister.
I know. And just like the like everything was just like, are you transitioning? Like, what's your transition? I'm not judging. I just need to know.
Exactly.
It helps.
I have to
essentially,
know.
this is the entire origin story right here.
Good.
So you got bit by a spider. Yep.
It's about damn
much
time.
Right?
Usually it's like all fucking, the whole reboot. Oh, got to tell the story again.
And that's
because getting bit by a spider is so. Was it Coulson? Was so interesting.
No. I think that it's just ego over anything because everybody wants to be able to tell that story, right?
Right.
And it's like I want to have the uncle. I want to tell the Uncle Ben moment. That's I don't feel like I should not be allowed to do it just because somebody else did it.
He just asked him if he could spit venom.
I don't understand. This guy always reminds me of the little kid from Up.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good call, actually. If there was a live action version of Up, he would be my third pick.
Yeah, this is the
Is that
best.
Hannibal Buress?
That is Hannibal Buress, and that is Captain America on the screen.
Do you know? I have noticed a lot of representation of the. Is that Hasidic
What?
with the big curl?
I'd have to see. I didn't see where.
Is that a Hasidic Jew? They're
There are
right there.
Hasidic-
See him?
A man of
In
Hasidim.
most scenes of this movie where there's multiple people, subway,
Yeah.
hallway, there have been a couple
Well,
of the, with the
New
hair
York
there.
is not without
New York.
the representation of Judaism. So yeah,
I think
would
they've got everybody covered here, so no one can complain.
Well, New York's pretty much like it's a melting pot. It's not like Friends, no matter how much they try to force that on you. It's so funny.
The Friends Initiative.
Like the most New York shows of the 90s
Yeah.
were Friends and Seinfeld.
Yep.
And you couldn't find the most ethnic person was the soup
Or
Nazi.
Babu, yeah.
Oh, Babu. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I don't
There was
even
like
feel
two.
like he was.
Yeah.
A very bad man. Jesus. I wonder how Hari Kondabolu would feel about him. He made Simpsons get rid of a poo.
Yep.
So
Who did?
I think it was Hari Kondabolu, the comedian.
The comedian dude. I can't. Yeah, that whole thing really is like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, my God.
Yeah, where were you complaining about this guy 25 years ago?
Yeah, like, what the hell? Well, he was at home laughing like everybody else was. Uh-oh, he just said right now.
Yeah.
Did you pop another boner while doing sit-ups, sit-ups,
So many.
sit-ups?
So that's
So is that Mary Jane, the girl staring at him?
no. I don't remember what her name is in this, but there's
It's not Gwen.
No, it's not Gwen. It's not any of.
Is that Mary Jane?
It's none of them.
It's just the first one.
It's just a girl. It's not
Just
even a girl from the
some
comics. It's just a girl. But she's cute.
She is.
So the guy playing Flash, his name's Tony Revolori. He was in the Grand Budapest Hotel. He's in the movie The Long Dumb Road with Jason Mantzoukas, which I really want to see. Still, it's like it's kind of a planes, trains, and automobiles kind of like road trippy
Right.
couple kind of thing. I'd like to check that bad boy out.
Did we talk about Hell Baby?
No, we haven't talked.
Oh
about
my
that
God,
yet.
there's like everybody's in that, like Rob Corddry, every comedian that you're like, that guy's in an awesome show, but you don't know him or the show. You know what I mean? They're all in it.
Well, it's because they're all friends. I
Like
find
the
that
fantasy, the league. I don't know their names, but you're right when you see me, like, holy shit.
that's the thing too. It's like every time, like when I'm watching or listening to How Did This Get Made or something like that, it's like clockwork. I'm gonna hear all these different voices, and then the next time I see one of those people in a TV show, I see 6 of them.
Yeah,
It's like they all travel in packs, and they're like, "How many of us do you need?"
exactly.
It's like, "Well, what parts haven't you filled?"
It's like
You
one of
got
those
8
dudes
parts?
with their entourage,
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
a rapper, like Hammer rolling through the airport, and you're like, wow, there's 150 guys with him.
Except they're all Johnny Drama.
Yeah, fucking love Johnny Drama.
Yeah.
He's so good.
What was my
This party.
Yeah, on
Whose
Spider-Man.
house is this? Rich. Told you they're all rich kids.
This is Flash's house. Oh no, it's not Flash's house.
Thompson.
This actually makes sense when you get it all worked out. It's the girl's house who invited the hot girl that he likes.
Oh, Flash is
Flash
DJ
is the DJ.
Flash.
Oh, I gotta keep
Oh, is that like a thing?
what?
He's fast and loose like the Flash.
I guess. So that's Zendaya, who is
Yep.
a Disney Channel star / singer. This was her first thing outside of that realm. And I think she's really good in it, actually. She's like, I mean, she's doing basically the same thing through the whole movie, but it's
I think
fun.
she
It's
does it
just
well.
yeah,
I think she was well cast.
I do too.
Way to
It's
go,
like-
Zendaya.
and it's hard, like, to find, what other pools are you searching to find all these young people, right? When you've got to fill so many roles.
Oh, you just go to Disney.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
got all the kids.
Yep. It's like literally just go to Disney World and just like pick some out. I guess Disneyland because it's more.
Yeah,
LA
they have a
adjacent.
whole bin of them.
Yeah.
Like, throw these 12 of the Musketeers, throw
out the
these couple kids on the Disney Channel.
kid bin.
Kid bid. Yeah, I can see that kid. That kid will probably got 2 or 3 years in the sitcom. Yeah, we'll take him. We'll take him. It's like an auction
For sure.
underground. Do we have that one?
Well, I can get it.
Oh my god!
I have it on my phone. I
we
think
have
actually. Yeah, we can play. We can play a lot.
We need farts.
Yeah,
Can you like switch them so there's different? Like this is one, and then you click something, and you can do another one.
No, it has
The second function.
No,
Oh.
you have a
Let's smash it.
You have a do your worst.
You should take a picture of it and put it on the site so people know what we're jamming on now.
Okay, I actually have a picture I took earlier. So I'll do that
Yeah,
later.
he's got a lot of pictures of him playing like guitar on it.
Yeah. So
He's
apparently,
like up on the table, one leg up like the captain.
yeah. Apparently, Matthew McConaughey reached out saying he'd be interested in playing Norman Osborn in this version of, this new version of the Spider-Verse. I love that because it's something I've always thought about in the Spider-Man movies. I'm like, what if he shoots at nothing?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I was like that would I was like, it has to happen, because like at least they did that in what was it, Amazing Spider-Man. They at least gave like a thing where he's like, oh, he doesn't have the ability, like he doesn't have the things to swing off of, and then all the guys like move all the cranes and stuff like that. So now we got Donald Glover, Childish Gambino himself, the man who did not show up to collect his Grammy for best album. It was the first rap album.
Oh, he didn't, eh?
Like that.
Oh, because he's so cool and artsy.
Yeah. No, there was a bunch of Grammy, like Academy related things. They were kind of protesting. A bunch of people didn't show up. But yeah, so we already talked about all his connections to Spider-Man. I'm just trying to find it. He was like when he was like in his early 20s, he was the story supervisor on 30 Rock.
Anyway.
So I mean, I felt like a piece of shit.
How old did you say he was?
In his early 20s. He was like 23 or something
Holy
like that when he was
fuck.
doing that. But he was also he created Atlanta. He did a sketch on Conan, like it was an early job. He was obviously in Community, in The Muppets, Lazarus Effect. He played Miles Morales in the Spider-Man animated series, as I said. He was in Magic Mike XXL, The Martian, Solo, and he's playing Simba in The Lion King coming up.
He's not hurting for work, that's for sure.
And he's still one of the biggest rappers going right now.
Yep. I thought his This Is America tune was not really that great, but you know, it's just my opinion.
I enjoyed it.
He just said, "This is America."
I enjoyed it because I watched the video. I think had I just heard the song, I wouldn't have liked it at all.
I know that's what's like. How can you know? Like, come on, the whole whatever.
It was a statement thing.
Yeah, I know. I didn't dig it really. I want some hardcore gangsta shit. I want some real rhymes going on here. I want some fucking street talk. It's fucking lame shit. Yo, they're back there. He was selling all types of shit. One of them was was an Ultron arm.
Yeah.
That they had put onto a gun, and then that was neat. The fingers open up and they blast.
Well, I like it too because it also shows because these guys are like essentially scavenging.
Some
now.
kid's gonna find that.
I know, right?
My God.
But like now they're scavenging like to get whatever they can get because it's not like they have easy access to this stuff. They're having to steal it. So it's like whatever they can get their hands on, they're turning into stuff.
Damn
what
it,
a
man!
Piece of shit car.
No, he's a super strong. He's making good webs.
Yeah, but I was going to say his strength doesn't have anything to do with his webs.
Yeah, it does, because he pulls on them.
Well, it was... Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he freaking sings, he pulls, he rips the whole door off.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, there's 5 kids dead.
Yeah.
Way to go, sleepover.
Well done.
Running tings. Spider-Man running tings.
One of these things you see them watching, I think we just passed... Oh, there we go.
You should have grabbed a dog.
He's having the exact same moment they're watching Ferris
nice.
Bueller,
Well, there you go. There's your John Hughes nod. Oh, there's another sleepover. He almost landed on those girls.
Probably
Thank
a nod
God.
to motion capture.
Dad's never going to believe. They're going to come and screaming again.
A spider.
Like, what are you running inside screaming for now?
Yeah. God damn it, I'm trying to have sex with your new mother.
Which is just a love doll that he ordered.
Oh my God.
It finally arrived.
That looks oddly like her.
Yeah.
It was like... That's how I always think about... That's how
you like grossed yourself and you're like,
it made me think of Hulk Hogan. How he's like banging a woman who's like roughly Brooke Hogan's age and looks kind of like Brooke
just
Hogan.
like her.
And so is like his ex-wife is also banging somebody who looks like Brooke Hogan.
Yes.
It's like poor Brooke.
Poor Brooke.
She
gets all the gifts at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Her family like looks at her sexually and licks their lips. She's like, oh God. I don't even want to open it then. I remember seeing the one with it was Hulk Hogan and she's in the pool with her boyfriend and they're like making out and Hogan is like from me to you.
Yeah.
And he's just got the shades on and he's just right there essentially. Like if he stuck his tongue out, he'd be in there. He'd be in on that.
People weren't talking like people talk way more about like to Donald Trump and Ivanka, but I mean they should still like not lose focus from Hulk Hogan and his daughter.
Oh, they just the next one throws up. Oh, now we're on R. Kelly, and then it'll what just happened there? I was gonna call him Falcon. I was like, I missed it. Yeah, Vulture whooped him.
Mm-hmm. Well, didn't whoop him so much.
Oh, he took him way up in the air.
Yeah. I love this. I like that.
Ooh.
I like
that is neat, eh?
Yeah, I like because it kind of explains away a lot of the things of superhero movies. He's like, oh, right. he looks totally
like right when he comes out of the water, he's not even dripping.
Yeah, does it wick away the moisture? Or?
No, you did a good job, buddy. Saved your ass.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
I feel like this was just like he was there for something else. And they're like, quick, we need to shoot a scene.
I like that was that a joke about the Wi-Fi, or does it really need Wi-Fi? Because that would definitely be a way to...
Yeah. Well, I feel like whatever his phone is can probably pick up Wi-Fi from his home.
Right.
Like it's got a signal.
I think that's neat that the suit just fucking went out there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Man, you could book yourself for parties and you're not even in there. They don't want to see Tony Stark anyways.
Yeah.
Just have the suit show up.
Mm-hmm. So J.K. Simmons actually wanted to play J. Jonah Jameson still in this version. But he then signed on to play Commissioner Gordon, and that kind of squashed all that. I don't know if it was from a timing thing or no, we're not.
Bad choice there, folks. JK. Well, not choice, but I'm sure one of them came first, and he was like... Yeah.
Well, but also, I mean, as far as money and the role and stuff like that, one's definitely better than the other.
The spider on the back of his suit is very chunky. Mm-hmm. It like really juts out.
Oh, my dog is going friggin' bananas.
Maybe that is housing the nanotechnology that does all this crazy shit.
Maybe it was housing the parachute that happened in the very last scene.
Ah, there you go. Nah.
Yeah, nah, probably not.
They got nanotechnology that turns into a parachute. What the fuck do you even need a parachute for?
Yeah.
They got suits that can put themselves together out of like your wristwatch. Mm-hmm. You still need a friggin'... Oh, jeez. What an asshole.
I know.
Why? Because if he was there, would he not have said these things and that would make him cool?
Yeah.
Peter Parker's not even here. He's so cool.
Well, it's because he claimed to know Spider-Man, and then he's like,
"Oh, they're waiting for Spadero Man to show up." See, do like Iron Man. Just get some fucking guy to show up. See, you get Spadero Man to show up.
Only you can mispronounce like one of the most famous names going.
This guy's been learning. Whoa!
So he's a character, the Tinkerer, in the comics. And stuff. I don't think they actually refer to him as that.
I dig the like, I don't know what the eyeball thing going on, like the steampunk.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his aviator suit, which makes him look Vulture-esque, like the top hair there.
Exactly.
Oh, he's getting crazier and crazier.
That guy was in some episodes of Orange is the New Black, if I'm not mistaken.
He seems like, I thought he was just about to kill him. He's not that type of bad guy.
No, man.
He kind of digs his boys, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he doesn't seem like he's that bad of a dude. Although, you know, the whole crimes and
yeah. He's one of those guys, again, he's like trying to do it for the right reasons. He feels like he's been, you know, marginalized or what have you.
Oh, he's gonna freak. Man, if only he could show up at my birthday party. Oh. Yo, so you think The Undertaker's going to be a thing?
Yeah, Niagara Falls Comic Con teased a phenomenal WWE star, and it was literally
AJ Styles.
No, it was literally the outline of The Undertaker.
You're going to be shocked when it's Tori Wilson.
Oh, yeah, we did it. I'd be more shocked.
It's a drunk and like one tit hanging out, slurring Tammy Stitch.
Oh, yeah.
What was her name?
She was just arrested again recently.
Yeah, exactly. She's
Sunny.
A fucking... Sunny. She's a fucking mess.
We were... it's been a weird day because I was thinking about it all morning. Today, as we record this, it is March 4th. And it's the anniversary. It's the 25th anniversary of John Candy dying.
Yes.
And so I've been thinking about
John
that.
Candy.
Then I was at the gym and I was working out and I had like this playlist going and a Prodigy song came on. And then I look up and it says the lead singer Prodigy died. And then this afternoon, Luke Perry died.
Yeah,
Like,
Luke
just
Perry. That's right.
I was like, holy crap! Like, what a weird
The
ass
Prodigy
day.
just was like set to be one of the headliners at a big festival thing, like Carolina Rebellion or something. So I wonder if that's canceled now. Or not. Whoa, there you go. Never mind.
The snap.
Buddy,
The snap
buddy
just
was
happened.
giving him fucking sass.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure they're going to cancel their appearance as their lead singer is gone.
Well, it's not really a lead singer. Like a lot
Well,
of the tunes were.
Yeah,
You could slap just the other two guys on stage, and one of them could like sing the part.
yeah, I suppose so.
There's a crowd of freak. That's not the guy who sings that part. Well, blow the dust out of there, slapping on another goon, and there you go. There, look, see?
Oh,
Now you're the shocker.
They should have just for like a childish thing. The end of the thing should have looked like a 2 in the pink one in the stink like taser.
Woo!
I think that would have been fantastic.
I prefer 2 in the rear, 1 in the ear.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. I get fucking freak nasty.
But the I like that they're just breaking out this alien stuff in like shop class.
Sure. Now the
Why
teacher,
not?
as long as you don't cut your fucking finger off, the
Yeah.
teacher doesn't care.
No, for sure. I'm not responsible, but you cut your goddamn fingers off.
They
old pal Stubby.
yeah, they find a jewel here that like they make a weapon that opens a portal, and they still lose the science fair.
Yeah, exactly.
the-
Well, it's because they found it. They didn't make it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, shoot, I could find stuff.
Ah, there you
And he
go.
makes the
Told
finger
you,
joke
see,
right
but he's
then and
just
there.
fucking he didn't give a fuck.
No.
Do they even have shop class in this day and age with all these fucking wimpos? Like,
Yeah, they exist.
whoa, look at
Whoa.
ooh, we need something like that.
That was
going
the
on.
coolest thing he's ever
Holy
done.
Fuck.
He said Tom Holland said he based his role on Michael J. Fox from like his early movies and shit.
Right.
Which I see when they say
I
that.
can see it too, actually.
Like not overly, just enough. Like where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, I get that.
Love Michael J. Fox too.
Oh,
There was never a John Candy Michael J. Fox team up, was there?
yeah, it was Batman.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They were both the Joker. They come out. No, they never.
John Candy is the Penguin.
Wow, he'd been a great Penguin.
Fucking right.
I always wonder what he'd have done, like what he'd be doing if he was still
He'd still be acting.
around. I know, but like, would he be like in sitcoms or would he be?
I have a feeling he would be like the Bill Murray, where he'd be in like lots of stuff.
He'd just show up when he damn well pleased.
Yeah,
and-
pretty much. I think he'd be big though.
Yeah.
Because he was good at drama and stuff too, and I think he'd get more and more now with all the Hulus and the fucking Netflixes and the Disney Plus and
Yeah.
I could go for a statue of heads. That's not terrifying.
Yeah, that looks all like 3D printed and shit.
It's like a family portrait at Max Headroom's house.
I was gonna say it looks like a cross section of the thing on the back of Al Pacino's wall in The Devil's Advocate. Where does he fuck? Everywhere. Hooah.
Oh man, I've been there, Spider-Man.
So,
Ooh.
another dude considered to play the Vulture, Gary Oldman,
Oh,
was
nice.
considered. I think that I'm glad I don't think that I'm glad. I am glad that he didn't get it.
Right.
Didn't do it. Only because, I don't know, I feel like he pops up a little too much lately. Like he was in the Planet of the Apes. He was in like all these. And I was like, I remember when
Gotta
Gary,
pay the bills, man.
like, Gary Oldman used to be a treat. Now he's just kind of available, and I don't like it. You know. But Mark Hamill came out, and when it had been offered to Michael Keaton, he like outwardly said, if he doesn't want to do it, I want to do it.
If Mark Hamill won't do it.
No, if Michael Keaton wouldn't do it, Mark
Oh.
Hamill wanted to do it.
Damn,
that would've
I
been-
still want to see Mark Hamill in more things. He's good.
He's on that
No, it's just
Christ,
some B movie.
Nightfall. It's a TV show on history that's actually pretty good.
Ooh.
And he's got like
Nightfall.
long gray hair and a big beard, and he speaks with. He
So
actually
just
sounds-
like in The Last Jedi.
no, not at all. Actually, he sounds like you when you see him, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, not at all. But and he has this voice which sounds like a medieval Joker.
Ooh.
And he's like, he's like, you've fallen from here, and like this sort of like thing. And I'm like, oh, that's great. It's good. I don't know where I. Oh, did you see where it just said Triskelion cleanup?
Right.
So that's stemming right from Winter Soldier. So that's because they're in Washington. You saw that was Martin Starr, who's the teacher. He's in Silicon Valley. He was in like all like Knocked Up and shit like that.
Right.
And he was also in Freaks and Geeks. But he was also in another MCU movie. He played Computer Nerd in The Incredible Hulk.
Ooh, Computer Nerd number 1?
No,
just Computer Nerd. That's a big step, man.
And they were saying they don't usually recast a guy to play a different guy in other things. So like they kind of came up with this idea that he became a teacher later on because like so much time has passed between the two movies that he was going to school then and now he's a teacher.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they had to like really kind of think that they had to justify that to themselves.
that's just them
somehow.
Yeah, that's just them having their own little discussion about it. They're like, nobody cares, but it means something to us.
Matters to me.
These school jackets and things like that, I always hated that. We had those cardigans for our school.
Ooh.
Remember we had those like white cardigans with like the red crests on them and we'd have to wear them like when we did improv under glass.
They were hot as fuck, like sweating to death, like always.
Feels like you're being shoved inside a tauntaun.
Oh my lord! Like against your will. You're not even passed out and like kind of dig it when you wake up and you're all warm and gooey until you're like, where the fuck am I? Like, what does that smell?
Who are these Japanese businessmen who are bidding on me?
Seriously. Like who are also in there. There's like 3 people.
Yeah.
Could you move over a little bit? We're in here as well. Like, oh, sorry.
Scooch.
Don't let me tell you again about the scooching. Oh yeah.
So we talked a bit about it when Iron Man 2 was on. Basically, we said that Tom Holland confirmed the theory that the little kid who was in the Iron Man mask in Iron Man 2 was Peter Parker, because like the timing lined up for like the kid's age and all that stuff. And it's basically what he did. So when he confirmed it, but he actually went to Kevin Feige there and requested to make that canon. Like he's like, oh, we've heard this thing. He's like, is it okay if I go out there and say that that's the case? And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, what, skin off our back, right?
What day is today?
It is Monday.
The 4th?
Yeah.
Doesn't Captain Marvel come out tomorrow?
Thursday.
I know, that was weird. I thought it was the 5th.
I don't think so.
Thursday. Oh, you know what? I'm there. I'm going to go see a midnight show or something.
Yeah.
They must have a midnight show.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Whoop, there she is in her bikini.
Hello.
High school bikini girls, a very classy bikini.
I was going to say that looks like a 50s bikini.
Yeah, it's a very classy. Good. There's a good. Peter doesn't look like he's got much of an ass.
No.
I'm an ass kind of a guy. I like my men to have asses.
I have a weird, she's weird to me because she looks like she's like claymation in her face.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. She's a very, very character features. I kind of like it, actually.
Yeah, like I'm probably happy that I'm not attracted to it as it's being portrayed as like a 16-year-old or whatever, but I'm only
Speak for yourself.
I'm only human. I'm trapped in the closet over here.
You're trapped in the closet.
I see the girl.
Don't open the closet.
Make you get a bunch of other girls.
Look at R. Kelly.
What
a hero to us all.
Gonna get a sex cult.
Knowing that you can do that, have your own sex cult, and get away with it for so long gives me hope for my future.
Yes.
That maybe I can sustain the dream.
What dream is this? So, is this show canceled? What happened?
Oh, what?
Oh, what did we just do?
Oh, yeah, it was that road movie with me and R. Kelly.
So now we've got a voice finally. This is the voice of, this is a very interesting one because this is the voice of Jennifer Connelly, who has obviously, she was in Labyrinth and she asked all over the world.
I get carnally with Miss Connelly, let me tell you.
But the most interesting thing, she's married to Paul Bettany, who played Jarvis inside of Iron Man.
That is actually Jennifer Connelly right there?
Yeah.
What did we hear her voice 3 times in this?
She's in it actually a bit. She's in like the next almost half hour or so anyways. And then you get to hear her, I think in Infinity War, you hear her again briefly.
No shit. Why?
Well,
They've got something planned. Guaranteed.
I just figured it was a funny little. I honestly thought it was a funny little joke,
Right.
because
a little
Jarvis, Paul Bettany
cameo,
was
right.
Jarvis, and it's like, well, who's his Jarvis going to be? Paul Bettany's wife.
Get Jennifer Connelly to do it.
Yeah.
Carnally. That's it
Connelly,
now,
yeah,
buddy.
it's all done now.
Woo, yeah.
Now we're using our like New York accents.
right.
Jennifer Connelly over here.
Connelly yours.
What?
You think she ever wrote Connelly yours?
Probably not.
Jennifer. And then like a kiss right on the paper.
Yeah.
Not her lips. I mean, she hired someone, like a homeless person.
Of course. Somebody else who wanted to come back to this movie, not just J.K. Simmons, but Alfred Molina wanted to play Doc Ock again
Right.
in these ones, which I don't think
Hated
they'll
that
go with.
ending.
I didn't like Spider. Everybody like was so on Spider-Man 2. I
No.
never liked it.
No, I didn't like any of them.
I didn't mind the first one, but it was like the only thing of its kind at the time. But then once you saw the second one, you're like, oh, this is just the whole like Sam Raimi. You're just fucking.
It's just use the source material, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I know that guy. The guy in the middle.
He's in stuff.
Like I hung out with him before.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think that happened.
Oh, he's having some problems here.
Yeah.
Taser webs.
I do like that those.
You know, like you just, yeah, for real.
Yeah. Would you like a refresher course?
Oh, like in a video game.
Well, because
I
he
can't wait
essentially
until
hacked his suit.
Ah,
Because like basically he was in like the most basic mode, and then he was going to learn more and more about it as he got like, used to his powers and
Right.
everything else. And then like, he was
here
being
he comes. Here comes the
sort
big
of
boy.
protected. Oh,
Yeah, I just don't know why they always have to fuck with it. Like,
I know.
Sam Raimi was on top of the world, man, and all he had to do was make a real Venom movie.
Yeah.
And he made 3 bad guys. Like Venom, you don't need 2 other bad guys with Venom. Like, Jesus.
But he definitely nailed Topher Grace playing Eddie Brock. Right.
Should have been like, who could have played him?
I honestly don't have a good answer for that.
Back in the day, I could see like a younger Dolph Lundgren or like even Arnold. If the movies were big, you could have Arnold as Eddie Brock, and then he turns into Venom.
I would argue he's too big.
Too
Not
big.
Like I'm muscle wise. Like I think what you need like a linebacker, not
you know
a
what
fucking
you know what you
bodybuilder.
honestly need for Eddie Brock.
What's
you
that?
need one of those fucking good looking dudes that's in like all those CW shows.
Yeah.
You need one of those Riverdale looking dudes, like
Yes.
the linebacker, good looking like asshole linebacker guy.
Exactly.
That's what you need for Eddie Brock. As much as I would not like to cast, because they'd be like, oh fuck that,
Yeah.
That's who I think would be perfect.
But they do find some good guys. Actually, you know who that makes me think of? Jesse Plemons. He was in Friday Night Lights. He was
Right.
on. He was in Breaking Bad.
I think
in
that's
the
who I'm
later
thinking as
seasons.
well. Actually,
He's like kind of like half ginger.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that
being
that
a
would be
ginger
good-
makes sense to be Eddie Brock because they're always angry.
Yeah, exactly.
Filthy gingers. Yeah, does the carpet match the drapes?
I just like the idea of Spider-Man wearing a backpack. That just
There's
I
a
find that
backpack.
very comical.
He's got his lunch in there.
for sure. Should he not be strong enough to just be able to rip all those doors open or whatever?
Yes. What's in there? Garbage?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, it's a bunch of like awesome garbage though.
Yeah,
It's like
sick.
alien garbage.
Sick garbage.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Those doors were very CG, and I know
I
they
don't
had to
remember
be,
any of this.
but- No.
So yeah, man, that Vulture's got some neat shit going on.
Oh, absolutely.
So they must be like, there must be a whole section of like people selling weapons they found after the attack on New York. And so I'm sure the Avengers must be on it.
Well, basically, that's what that Time Daily department is. They're like a Homeland Security kind of. Their job is to go and collect all this stuff and make sure that it doesn't get in other people's hands. They actually did a Marvel one-shot about it, too, where they found there was a couple at a hotel who got their hands on one of the Chitauri guns or something like that. And then, the guys were sent to go and collect it and stuff like that.
He's like stack as hell, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so she does actually get quite a little scene here. That's for sure. He's been talking to her the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. This is like she's the Wilson to his Tom Hanks.
It's Liz. The girl's name is Liz.
No, it's Liz is the girl. Yeah, oh yeah, it's the girl he likes.
Yeah.
Actually, I really
the
like
claymation face girl.
Yes.
Pretty though.
That pretty California raisin.
Like if you wanted like a bust of someone, she'd probably be the way to go.
Yes.
Because it would be like she's there. Her severed head.
I just realized that California raisin thing might have been construed as racist. It's not what I meant. I was just thinking because she was claymation.
No, that's funny because you said, the whole time before, I said something to him. I was like, oh God. Like, and then I was like, oh Jesus. I was even going to tell you afterwards, like, maybe you should go back and like, say things happen.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ultron's head. Or one of the Ultrons.
Yes. I like that.
See, sometimes, like when that looks like a Chitauri vibrator. That looks like the rabbit.
That would be
Those Chitauri ladies. Oh, dear Lord.
I wanted to take that picture of myself.
That is essentially, I think was that my yearbook photo? Like, holy fuck.
You did look really Asian in your yearbook photo.
Holy Lord.
So the
Hawaiian.
Yes.
I'm surprised he can't get out of here.
Well, he's working on it.
Now he is. He's been fucking locked in there for like all fucking day.
Yeah. Well,
what was the real reason of that scene? Like we just had, it's burning through the bed. Like there was a big long scene of him talking to the girl, just kind of lounging. It seems kind of like a waste of time.
Yeah.
In sense of a movie. You know what I mean? This downtime here. Like what?
Yeah. Gave him a few minutes to understand his suit.
I guess that's what it, kind of gave you a little montage moment of him getting the suit down.
Yeah. And then it leads you to this moment where he's now
not here again. You know what I was thinking too? Because Buddy Flash is his bully. Yeah. But his bully does all the same things that he does.
Yeah.
And I think that they're just literally angry that he's not there.
Yeah.
It's like, so that doesn't really make him the nerd or the loser. It's like, hey, you don't want to participate in this, the spelling bee or the nerd.
Well, he actually, because he is Flash's Peter's alternate. So he kind of like, gets shitty with him because he's like,
kind of jealous. It's all out of jealousy. Oh, Zendaya. Zendaya sounds like a fantasy movie.
Yeah. Welcome to Zendaya.
Exactly. Yes.
There's somebody.
From the makers of Jumanji 2.
Yes.
Zendaya.
There's somebody who's made of the side of a mountain playing a pan flute.
Yeah, exactly.
In Zendaya, your greatest dreams become your nightmares. Which is probably a bad thing to say about in Zendaya. Yeah. Sorry, Zendaya, but when we're in you, everything goes awry.
You damn right.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You talking to some other dude?
Yeah.
Fuck's that? You should be worried. He's on drugs. Just say you're on drugs.
That would be good.
Say it's the drugs.
It's funny because he was just like sprinting along where.
There you go.
Yeah, what's it called? He was just sprinting along where. What's his face? Captain America and Falcon met for the first time.
You don't just put your phone on the belt. You got to put it in the little bin thing.
Yeah.
That was fucking bullshit.
Well, they're not in an airport either, though. This is a different security thing, so I don't know what to tell you. We know what to do at an airport. You don't know what to do at the Washington Memorial.
Oh, fuck. Whoa.
That's dangerous.
I hear that crinkliness.
The tip
of
America's
It's made
penis.
of cookie crumble.
Yeah. Cookie.
Oh, it's a Chitauri. Those damn Chitauris.
Yeah, right?
Jesus.
Still causing problems almost 10 years later.
And something I think the Tesseract is in. The Tesseract is the one they really like to use.
Yeah.
Well, I hope as we get through into the more galactic side of things that maybe they'll explain more of the origin of the other stones.
Yeah. Well, they kind of did that all at once. They basically said when the Big Bang happened, like the stones were born all at once, right? But you could tell the story of them, like who had them or who used them or who died of them.
Fucking ass up there's Spider-Man.
Yeah, come on, man. One long web shoot.
I know, what the hell?
So the movie had a $175 million budget. It opened number 1. It beat Despicable Me 3, Baby Driver, Wonder Woman, Transformers Last Night. The next week, it came down to number 2 when War for the Planet of the Apes came out. Number 3, it came down to number 3 the next week when Dunkirk and Girls Trip came out, and then down to number 5 when Emoji Movie and Atomic Blonde came out.
Of course, the Emoji Movie.
Yeah. It made $334 million domestic, so it's just under Guardians. Just under Guardians 2. Between Guardians 1 and 2 for domestic. And then worldwide it made, I'm trying to find it. I did not put it in here apparently. So it made my
It made some cash. Holy shit.
It made $880.2 million. I wrote the word worldwide instead of Spider-Man.
Right.
But so it was just under, it's the highest movie that didn't crack $1 billion
right.
of all the ones. Because Civil War did 1.2 and it's just
I don't know why is he so scared about the, like he's up on buildings all the time. This one's got him jazzed though.
Yeah. Well, because they're not all about to collapse, I guess.
Come on, Spadero.
And also he's trying to do something to save people at the same time. He's like, well, this can crumble on me and I can't, and I won't save them. So I think the stakes is the answer to
this is the highest stakes he's had so far. People are in danger. It's not like fighting other superheroes at the airport for kicks.
Yeah. As I say about my weed-infused beef, the stakes have never been higher.
Oh, yeah, bring the trophy there, brah. Don't forget your trophy. Oh, come on, Spider-Man.
You gotta have that trophy.
I forgot about this whole scene, man. I think I only saw this movie one time.
I've seen it twice.
Come on, Spider-Man. Get to the tip, baby. Stimulate the tip.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Rub it.
Kick the top off.
Well, no, because that's like things are attached there. The whole elevator will come down. Maybe not specifically that portion of the tip.
Here we go.
The wings, which was a huge thing in the comics, apparently. I didn't know much about it. I remember seeing that, and I'm like, I don't care for the wings. I don't understand a spider with wings type thing.
Holy shit.
Oh, that was lucky.
Woo! Ricochet.
Yeah. Ugh. You actually felt the impact of him hitting, because usually with all the CG shit, it's always...
Oh, shit. Oh, Spider-Man.
Reminds me a little bit of the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Gwen smacks her head.
Oh, yeah. What a sad scene.
That was like also surprisingly...
brutal.
It was surprisingly brutal for how not... Like it's not like her head exploded or anything, but it was just
snapped it.
The actual...
Snapped her neck. Poor Spider-Man. Woo, gotta get a core workout here, brah.
Yeah. See, this is another one of those logic-related things where I feel like you'd be able to work this out pretty goddamn quickly. That it wasn't. Whoa. There you go. I feel like, you know, just like basic logic, you're like, wow, it's weird that Spider-Man was in Washington the same time as you kids
right.
all were.
Yeah.
And it was like, and it's weird. I see on this like news footage, I see all the kids except you there. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, nobody puts that shit together. Just like Superman and Clark Kent.
Oh, Jesus. If you get the opportunity, go look for
was that like a thing about the upside down kiss from the other movie?
Yes.
Because he's upside down, he's a kisser. And,
and
then he falls.
Yeah. Are you really friends with Peter Parker? I like that weapon. I like the punching.
Shocker.
Boom. But
take one of those to the bread basket.
Oh, nice. I like that. In the solar plexus.
Like that shirt.
Do you?
Gargan. Gargan. See, they've had multiple run-ins with the bad guy. This movie does it very properly.
Uh-huh.
Same dudes.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? What's happening? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I'm just
okay. I thought something was going wrong or something.
No, I'm just monitoring the situation. We're fine.
This is pretty fucking cool, though.
Just relax.
It should be darker so the neon lights really glow on our faces sinisterly.
Yeah. No, I'd be afraid of accidentally hitting the wrong shit later on.
Sinister minister.
Oh, hello.
Nobody can tear down everything that we've built, baby.
Exactly.
Untear downable.
I feel like his little, like, he didn't necessarily have a pause in his career, but it was like a kind of a downturn for a little while where he was doing like Herbie Fully Loaded.
Well, it was
like
just like, you know, the thing too was that he stuck with it. If you're going to be a consummate professional, and he always like Jack Frost, where he plays a fucking living snowman.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at, did you see that one? Oh
yeah.
Money. What a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Truly, truly is. And she was in her first acting role was in a movie we did a long time ago. She was in The Toxic Avenger.
The Toxic Avenger.
I love this kid. This kid, that kid reminds me of that guy on like I can't remember his name. He's on like he's online and it's just him describing things he's seeing. He's like, I can't believe she kissed the cow on the lips.
Not again.
Yeah.
Who did he lose?
I don't
Peter?
know.
Probably Peter.
I would like that. No.
Yeah.
No, it had to have been another trip. I want to know his backstory.
I know. He's got some shady shit going on, man.
I like this movie because they plugged in funny people into the right spots. And this is what happens when you get these kind of guys. You're like Community guys and stuff like that who are producing and stuff like that.
Well, they know how to mix up the serious with the comedy.
And they know where the comedy needs to come from. So they're like, okay, this guy's going to be serious. This guy's going to be...
But ditching everything, Peter.
But yeah, to finish my point about Michael Keaton, though, because he had that little bit of a downturn, now he's kind of got this weathered face and stuff like that. It's like I would want him to play like like Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond kind of thing now. Where he's too old.
That would be really neat for him to play Batman again.
Yeah, because now he's not Batman; he's just Bruce Wayne, and you let like some young buck.
So he's just in the. He's in the suit. Oh, fucking A.
If you didn't notice the principal there, the principal was one of Captain America's Howling Commandos.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that was Kenneth Choi. He was
it is.
From Lost and other things. I love these things that like they think that that's like just after Avengers that he made all these videos and stuff like that. If you look at those posters, there's pictures all over the place in this school, but you'll actually see a picture of Howard Stark. I don't know where. I don't know necessarily in this classroom, but you see it somewhere. Hannibal Buress is so fucking funny.
I like him too.
Him and Eric Andre together are just gold.
Well, the old homecoming. Ooh.
Web fluid.
Web fluid. That's what they call it these days, huh?
I just straight up snort it.
Fucking right. Got a couple of... I always remember reading in like the porn magazines where it was like, it's called the ropes. Like when you really blow a huge like ropey load. And there was these pills that can give you like a better boom. Like, I don't know what it does. Like it stimulates you, the old jizz hole or something like whatever the hell it does. The old jizz maker. Like flies it into overdrive.
Just turns it into a slime.
So that's what you do is you take one and one. One Viagra, one of those rope-a-dopes. Right in there.
I don't like any of this.
It's not like you have to jam it down your pee hole or anything. I do like the way the suit, I don't know how it does that. How it's registering his own blinking into the suit just to make it a little more human. I don't know. What's the point even like?
I don't know. Well, I think that the point for like I think the point is to like make like their irises, like their cameras focusing and stuff, but it gives it just like an emotionality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, which is kind of like, pointless if like, you know, we're in a movie, so it's cool for us.
Yes, but
in the sense of like, I could think maybe if he could close them, it was super bright. Maybe they could shut. You know,
I think they probably
shut the light out.
They just don't like do that. Right. So here's
is this America right here? Oh yeah, here's America.
And his name is Aaron Davis, and you would know Aaron Davis as the Prowler, who was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because he's Miles Morales' uncle.
The Prowler.
Yeah. See, this is the thing that bums me out about Donald Glover, though, because like in Community, he's so fun, and you know him as a stand-up comic and a bit of a nerd and like these kind of things, right? And then like I feel like he got a little too cool, for a while. I still think he's watching that video for This Is America. I'm like, this is the worst video. Yeah. I'm like, what a statement, like whatever, you know, like. That's why I don't want to like watch Atlanta. Especially there was like a whole like Robin season or whatever. And I was like, oh man, I was like, this is too much for me. I just didn't like that they changed the name of a show in the middle of the show. I found that bothersome.
No, it's like, what's it called? like Archer Vice, or like Archer whatever, Archer Dreamland, Archer.
I don't care about any. I don't care for any of that. Just call it the show that it is.
That is pretty ballsy.
Yeah. See, he's got a nephew, Miles Morales. I like the idea too, because obviously he's not beginning.
His eye.
Yeah, he's giving a Forrest Whitaker eye right now. Which actually, I saw an episode of Community the other day, and it was him teaching Jeff how to fight. And he's like, and you got to give him the Forrest Whitaker eye. And he did that weird like cross on his eye. It just made me laugh my balls off.
Oh, Peter Parker.
I like that a lot. Like I like that he's not perfect. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't understand how to interrogate and.
You deserve that.
Actually, I think that he's a bit funnier in it than I gave him credit for. Actually, he's just playing it like
he's doing actor. He made some acting
he's
decisions he had to do.
I didn't like that little CG watching him like float in.
That was a neat little fly, though. A little flyby.
Well, the one where he's coming at the camera was good, but I didn't like the one that was like in profile.
I have worked on a ferry last year. This is a ferry boat. Never once did I see Bokeem Woodbine,
What?
Spider-Man, or Michael Keaton, or the Raven.
Oh no.
Or never
The
did I
Raven.
see a Nevermore. Droney.
He gave him a good name. I'll give him that.
I did like the scene where it came off the front of his chest and he's like, whoa, that was there the whole time?
Yeah.
That suit's got a lot of stuff. It's self-wiping. It's got a bidet function
So that's
that
Michael.
takes your sweat
Yeah.
and shoots it into your poo-poo hole to clean
Yeah.
it.
Gross. That was Michael Mondo, who they just got the shot of. There he is. He's the Scorpion, as you can see by his neck. You can, but he's in Better Call Saul.
Oh,
Right
do you think
now,
if they actually
like
do the
Nacho is-
Scorpion, they'll make him Scorpion?
That's the idea.
Oh, and he still has like the tech from.
Yeah.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah.
Well, so now he must have loved that, right?
Oh,
He must have been like, oh fuck, if they are,
you get
which
hired.
you never know. If they do a
Yeah.
Sinister Six movie or something, he could be.
I would never get too comfy though.
Nah, fuck.
because I think about that, but I think about Billy D all the time, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Two-Face. It's gonna be great. No, I'm not gonna be Two-Face.
I think about Billy D all the time too,
Yeah.
just in general. Like, what's Billy D up to?
He's gonna be at Comic-Con. You can ask him.
Oh, and he's gonna be. Oh my lord, what do you think that the Undertaker would cost?
Like to buy him?
Yes,
Oh yeah, no, he'll be like $40.
like his autograph.
I have no idea. He will.
It's
He's
probably
not
way
gonna,
up there.
He's not gonna be cheap because he's a guy. Who
No, he
doesn't
charges
like-
like $100.
Yeah,
Hopefully, then he signs something.
yeah. That's what you would buy it for him to sign something.
I'd get my belt.
Yeah.
But it would have to be, I'm going to have to do real marker. That seems very unsafe to have a door like that on the back of the boat for
No,
such a big car carrier.
Yeah.
That is a big, holy
See, this
shit.
This is the part Todd was meant to play. He's finally here to.
Oh, look at that. Boat stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna work out all the boat stuff for you.
If Spider-Man was on the boat, yeah, this seems pretty plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I get that.
I've seen that happen before.
How big is the ferry you work on by comparison to this
20, it's about the same. Nah, it might be a little bigger, actually. That car, I don't know. I'm trying to count how many cars are in there. There's like 20 cars, 20,
Yeah.
30 cars or something.
Okay.
Holy shit, how'd that even fit in there?
Yeah. See, to me,
Dear
so he was
God.
behind it.
No way he came right out of it.
No, he tore it apart from the front. But the like I was only ever on one ferry. It was to go from Nova Scotia to Prince Edward Island, and I was so young to my memory. I was on the Titanic.
Yeah,
Like, it
pretty
was
much,
so, like,
right?
I don't know.
Getting out of here, boys. We missed him.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking vulture.
I
Filthy
always-
vulture.
I always like because this is something that proves time and time again in these types of scenarios, when you kind of obsess over somebody like that, and you're like, I'm gonna get him, I gotta get it, it always backfires on you. It's like the lesson you need to learn. But like,
yeah, I think a lot of the villains, it's they're all obsessed with their, you know, heroic counterpart or whatever.
But like this time, like it's really like Spider-Man obsessing over the Vulture, because the Vulture is just like, stay out of this.
Yeah, like get the fuck away from my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in a, you know, he's obsessed about doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Help, holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like one of those, like they were basically telling him, like, you're not.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was basically that you're not equipped to take care of this. You're not experienced enough or whatever. And then he's like, no, but I can do it. I watch me go.
Very reckless using these.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're almost like infinity stones or something they're using. It was all off that big thing.
Yes.
The jewels off of the
Chitauri.
Yeah. And even those things are powerful as fuck.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe obviously not infinity stone tough, but
No, but like
pretty fucking tough.
But it's like the laser. It's just, you know, a very powerful laser that just cuts through things. I really like this. I'd be curious. I would be curious to see that actually as it was shot. Like it's probably got to be on some kind of stage, like on the water.
See this kind of stuff. Come on, Spider-Man. You're just spidey senses.
Yeah.
You know, this technology. With Tony Stark, you didn't even need to be bitten by a spider.
Yeah.
You could have just met Tony Stark and got all the shit. That is cool looking the way.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, he wouldn't have the reflexes.
This is a nice like payoff scene. This is a fucking good one. Look at all the web slinging too. Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Fucking is rolling over in his grave.
He killed himself right after this came out.
Like, there you go. How come it was so, like, this is why, see, this movie is the reason that I didn't, well, not, this movie's not the reason, but I never liked the other Spider-Man movies, just like I didn't like the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the action. They don't have, it's not like you're watching, like, they have all the drama of a fucking soap opera, but none of the action.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean, like, you know, I like big action scenes, but you never got really Spider-Man jumping around like this and doing all this stuff. And I'm like, why was it so inconceivable then? And only like 10 years later, look what we got.
Yeah. And I know, there were limitations in CG and stuff, but not so much that you couldn't possibly put something like this together.
Yeah, like, it doesn't have to be the same scene. I'm just saying, like, he could have been jumping around. I remember seeing the preview for Spider-Man 2, and that one train scene was pretty neat, where he was, like, jumping off the buildings and through the train, and Doc Ock could throw him through the train, and...
So one of the many things that drove me absolutely bananas in that movie, though, was like the 15 times that people see his face. Oh, hells yeah.
And friggin' Tony Stark has to come save him every damn time.
Yeah. Well, because he was told he was not ready for this. There's a great line in this one that he says very shortly, so I don't want to wreck it.
I believe that the moment that ship was split in half, it was pretty much over for that, but you know, it's a movie.
Yeah, he's fine. Still get him back to shore anyways. See, he's sealing it back.
See the fact that whatever, it's a movie. It's fine.
I like he's like sewing it back together essentially.
Wow, he didn't split the boat in half. Well,
yeah,
he
sort of did.
He kind of did actually. From
had he let like just the FBI go after that guy, and like basically any other decision he would have made would have led to that boat not being split in half.
He still saved them all. They would have made it.
Would they? Because it was Iron Man pushing the boat back together.
You know.
Yeah, well, it was splitting. He was holding on like
It was split.
It was split. No, I was talking about like all the
right
that he put in place.
Man, that damn Spider-Man. What else was that dude in? Him?
He was the only thing that I know for sure that he was in was Orange is the New Black.
Right. He was one of the chicks. Yeah.
Yes.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah, he was that big black girl.
Derisa.
I can't remember any of their names. I watched the first 2 seasons, and that's when I realized that, like, because originally it was based on a true story. And this woman who like went to jail for basically getting like, you know, in with the wrong girl and stuff like that. And she ends up getting arrested. And it's about her year in prison. And all of a sudden it's way more than a year in prison. And all these like weird dramatic things are happening. And I was like, oh, you've abandoned it completely. So I was like, all right, I'm done. Because it was an interesting story on its own. You didn't have to invent a bunch of fucking side plots.
Too many side missions. Not enough main.
Uh-oh. I'm actually here and I'm in a suit because I'm fucking fancy.
Whoa. M.A.?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, save it. For God's sakes.
I kind of want to go to that flashback where he's telling all the other guys from his side of the Civil War thing going, there's this 14-year-old I really want to bring into this. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
14. That's exactly what R. Kelly said about Aaliyah. Back in the day. I know this 14-year-old. I really want to bring her in.
Yeah. And it was like, you're not allowed to have sex with a young girl like that. And then he goes, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself up and try again.
Like he probably totally did write that song. I think he produced the album.
This is my favorite line right here. Let's actually... I didn't do it in time. I was actually going to bring the movie into the thing for the first technological masterpiece, but I didn't have my finger on the button.
Say it for the next line then.
No, it's too late now. But it was just where he said, I'm nothing without the suit. He's like, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Ooh,
and that's
says the guy that's all suit.
Yeah, but the whole point is that he has the character of the person who he's like worthy of the suit. You know what I mean? Whereas him, he's just all he did was fuck around in the suit and then think he was more capable than he was, and then he fucked up.
I think he saved the day.
He did. He tried to save the day, but he didn't save the day. Iron Man saved the day.
If he wasn't there and that lightning jazzer, the old Jazzakinezer there, if that would have fucking went off like that without him there, they would have been dead.
Yeah, but I think they probably would have ended up being dead anyways because he was holding on to the thing, but he was like... very likely those things were going to snap on him again, and it was just both sides were going to...
no.
I like that. That is so much better than cry acting is the tears in my eyes acting. Like, I want to cry. You know, I don't know. Well, because like to me, you can get like you know the drops or whatever, and get the tears start flowing. You're like, oh boo, whatever. But like that kind of like I'm just in this emotional state, and you can tell they got themselves there.
Look at that. Amy is resting her boobs in the top of his head. She knows it's the only thing that calms him down.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like 50-year-old old lady boobs all over his head.
And
then she just smelled her own boob stink after rubbing her boobs on his head.
Wouldn't you?
She was like, yep, they smell like my boobs. Good stuff.
Remember when she was in The Wrestler?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when an Iron Man bad guy was in The Wrestler?
Remember when we were inside that wrestler?
Which one?
There's just so many of them.
Always
those wrestling shower parties. Win, lose, or draw, buddy.
I don't know what that means.
Win, lose, or draw. Shower time is awesome.
Shower time's when you know who your real friends are.
That's right. Go Tigers! Hey there, Tiger.
Homecoming. I get it. It's Spider-Man.
Because he's going to the homecoming dance with Zendaya.
She just has this great little moments. I wonder how they like describe this role to her.
So wait, what's her name?
Michelle.
In the movie. Oh, so we're not even. Like, what, are we getting 3 or 4? Then he'll meet Mary Jane? Are they going to mix it up and he meets Mary Jane after high school?
Well, I think you get an answer-ish to this. And it's not super satisfying, but God, I want that Lego set so bad.
To the Death Star?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
My wife has made a valid argument, though. It's like, what are you going to do with it once it's done? Like,
take a picture of it and stomp on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what? Like all Lego things.
You gotta take a picture of it and then hit exactly the right shot and cause a chain reaction, which causes the whole thing to explode.
Yeah, so you have to do it again.
That would be an amazing thing. If I had that much money to waste, you just put like some M80s in the middle of the thing and then like slow-mo videotape it while it explodes.
Joe, just believe in yourself. You can have the money to just ruin good shit all day long.
I don't. We had good money to buy this thing, and if it even gets kind of ruined, I'll kill myself.
No, that's all it's gonna take. Wow.
Yeah. There's like a lot of movie left too.
I know it's a good movie, man. Get a good couple action pieces in there, man.
And you
Well,
get
now
some good...
now this is the earnest feel bad for himself. Things are going well.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to dust himself off and try again.
Ah, there we go.
Huh?
Aaliyah, you're bringing this all together.
She's all over this one today.
That hall pass, it looks like the font for Rent.
That's actually the hall pass that you get when your loved one gives you the sexual hall pass. You have to walk around with that big fucker so people know, oh, this guy's got a hall pass.
Nice. I just figured it was like some kind of Tinder related thing. Like you get to you got like a special badge or something like that.
Vag badge.
Ooh, I get it.
Woo woo. That nerd. That would be a cool shirt to have. The shirt he's wearing.
I think you can get that shirt, actually.
Son of a bitch.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he just did the risky business into the room.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't risky businessed into a room in forever.
Actually, I was just thinking, wouldn't it have been funnier if his feet would have stuck because he's Spider-Man and he just fell
Exactly.
sideways?
Yep.
That
See?
way better. That's
When the old Windsor knot. I'm a
That's
sailor, but
apparently-
I can't do the old Windsor.
That's apparently like I can do that, but that's a it took a long time, and it was just a girl at my suit store who taught me how to do it.
The girl at the
Oh God.
jeez. She's had
Those-
a couple sangrias in the afternoon here. Now she's dancing in the living room with Peter.
I want to know what the decision was behind all the friggin' super high waisted pants she's wearing. Like all of her belts go like directly under her tits.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So she's like, "Can you help me with my belt again, honey?"
No, I will not help you with your belt again.
Yeah, you can
And
help
me.
him out. You can help him out with Parker's Peter.
Yeah, they were having. There's a bit of a debate about Spider-Man. Oh, this was actually.
Oh
this,
shit!
This twist actually got me.
Yeah,
too.
I know. I like it. It was good.
I was like, whoa.
Liz's dad.
Which explains why she's so rich. Because he's
Exactly.
been making sweet money in the
Yep.
arms dealership.
Why they have a DJ booth in their kitchen.
Yeah, why they can afford to rent a rich kid.
And Dead Mouse plays every breakfast.
That would be amazing.
I don't even know if Dead Mouse does that type of techno, but that's what he'll play at my breakfast, damn it.
Please let me take this mask off, I'm saying. No.
There's no fart holes or breathe holes.
Your mask keeps telling me what not to do with mine.
Oh.
Is that Michael
You
Keaton's
know
maid?
what? I don't know why seeing her was so shocking when knowing that his daughter was clearly interracial. I was
I know.
I was like, what?
No word of a lie. I thought the exact same thing the first time I saw that. That's
like,
only why I
what
made that maid joke, but it was the. I had the exact same thought where I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, like who's this? And I'm like, oh, mixed race kid.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I'm literally putting one and one together.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes, I'll tell you. When two become one.
Oh, I need some love.
Whoa.
Oh, she looks
So here's
good.
also, this is also very John Hughes-esque, the whole going to the prom.
Yes. Well, it's homecoming, not prom.
Whatever. What the hell's the difference? The fuck is homecoming?
One's earlier in the year, one's later in the year. I think.
Oh, God. The homecoming.
Homecoming is like school year is starting.
Oh, Lord. It's like fired off.
Yeah.
And then you see like who you went to homecoming with and then who you go to graduation with.
Ooh.
Both times, Aunt May.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Distracted me, maybe hit them.
He's like, I know this kid's something else. This attitude he's got, I don't know.
This kid's staring at me like he's Spider-Man. You want to get nuts? Come on. Let's get nuts.
He's going. I wish he would say that in this. My fuck.
I'm glad that it's not, but I feel like that very easily could have been Vivica A. Fox
Yes.
in that role. And I'm like, I don't know. This woman
She's
seems
too
much more
busy,
pleasant.
man, just ripping the truth out of people on daytime TV.
Yeah. Yeah, that blew my mind when you told me about that. 'Cause I
What
was
an
like, I
awesome show.
thought she was riding off her recent Sharknado fame.
Oh, she is.
She was in the second one.
Is that Vivica Fox from Sharknado 2? Nothing else. No Kill Bill, no nothing. Like, isn't that her from Sharknado 2? Oh, jeez.
Look at that leathery guy.
I know, he is getting leathery, eh?
Have you seen The Founder?
The Founder.
Where he plays Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's? Well, not the founder of McDonald's, but the guy who
No.
made McDonald's. What a brilliant movie.
Good?
He's really good at it.
He's awesome. He's in something next. Oh, yeah, him and Tim Burton and Dumbo.
Yeah, man.
And Danny DeVito.
Yep.
They're back,
Helena
baby.
Bonham Carter plays the mouse.
Oh, my God, of course she does. Fuck.
Spider-Man. You tell Spider-Man, I say, he can fuck a duck. What?
They got airtight tuchuses.
Yeah. I would have just flat out said, like, hey, he said, I saw him save somebody. Cool. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
You're doing pretty bad here, Peter.
In fairness, he's meeting the dad and in the face of his arch enemy at the same time.
That's good. See, at least, right? They're not stupid.
Yeah.
That killed me with fucking Clark Kent.
Oh, man.
With the glasses.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
holy fuck.
That's what I was trying to say. I meant to say earlier. If you get the opportunity, go looking for it. There's a sketch that Norm Macdonald did on an album, which he's something. He always uses the last name Hooper. He's like Stan Hooper, and it's basically Clark Kent and Spider, and he figures it out in a heartbeat.
I think I've seen this skit.
But then he's sitting there and he's like, he's sitting there and he's basically trying to say, I think I should tell her, Lois, my true identity. And it's like, oh no, I don't think you should. I don't think you should. And then Lois comes in and goes to say something, and she's like, did you have something to say to me? He's like, no. And he leaves. And then right when he leaves, he goes, I'm the Superman. He's just starts like, it's me. I'm Superman.
He's got him. He's got him.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh, lame. Tension.
Ugh.
Ever since I let Dad shower with me, he's been weird.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what the fuck? Look at my boyfriend's all fucked up. What's he driving here? The Jag?
I honestly didn't notice. It's like such an
It
old
looks,
vehicle.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, I don't know, it's expensive, but fuck.
Yeah. The
dad, shit. Here we go. Good excuse.
Like, if I'm reading this script and I'm Tom Holland, I would like be legitimately and so intimidated.
Well,
I'm
that's
like, oh
before
my God.
then you find out it's gonna be Michael Keaton. You're like, oh shit, the
duh.
dad talk scene.
Like, he's got a gun, the whole deal.
Blow his brains out right now.
Boom. Oh, just instantly. I like that very much. It's really one of the first ones to do this too.
Yep.
Other than the people who they know are the superhero, like Tony Stark.
It didn't take him long either.
No.
Find out you were on the trip, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
And man, you just sound so familiar.
Yeah. See, and I like that too. Where he's just flat out.
Like to go date his daughter, he means.
Yeah. No, he's just flat out. You go ahead. You be Spider-Man. You do not bother me ever again.
Fuck with me.
And you're getting this chance because you saved my daughter's life.
Right.
And I like that. I respect that. I would be.
Yeah, it's kind of honorable in a bad guy sense.
I have a strange moral compass. I'd be all over that. I'd be like, this is the best offer I've received all fucking day. So unless
like as Spider-Man,
unless your daughter offers a hand job later.
Yeah. What's just probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I get out of my fucking car.
So
go
good.
give it to my daughter and AOA. Oh, cool, thanks. All right, well.
Yeah. Yeah, don't fuck my daughter now. That would have been the best.
That's pretty much what that meant.
In the middle of this Marvel movie, he's just like, hey now, don't you fuck my daughter.
The first F.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Would that be the first F word?
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, yes.
Deadpool doesn't count, right?
No. Although technically, if they were to make, like when they make X-Force, it technically will. I'd be curious.
There you go. There's a fuck you.
There you go.
In hand gesture.
Yeah, they're not.
If you were deaf and you watched this movie, she just said fuck you to him.
I know. Like, they're not shying away from it, but they're like, why does this need to be an R-rated movie? It would be essentially the...
More tits and dicks.
That'd be
like, what the fuck? Like, what? Because duh.
That would be amazing just for no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
The Vulture suit opens and he's just full on naked.
There should have been a scene where Peter and his buddy go and they get the peephole in the shower and we get the big pan over.
So this movie's essentially just Porky's with superpowers.
Yes. And a little bit of Revenge of the Nerds.
Nice.
Oh, you should have grabbed her ass before you ran.
I would have tried. Those were not well-placed balloons. It's a whole safety issue.
I know. What the hell? If you're trying to run through the hallway and changing your costume at the same time because you got to save the city.
Yeah, right? Man, oh man.
Nobody noticed that.
Well, nobody's there.
Oh, how did you know he was coming out that door?
Well, see? They were They were anticipating this.
You should, if you have like super hand, I
Yeah.
feel like you should have more than that. Like
what-
maybe a suit. You know what I mean? Like that's all you got is the punch.
Well, like remember, this is just a weapon they have. It's not like it's his power, right? It's just a weapon that they happen to make, and then they're
Joaquin
like,
Woodbine getting a good fight scene here,
Yeah.
eh?
he's the second shotgun. in this
Fucking
movie, too.
right.
I like. I've always liked Joaquin Woodbine. Like he's not in a ton of stuff, but he's just like he'll show up and he's
Yeah.
got that good voice and he's got that.
I'll bet you he'll be in cartoons soon. He'll be doing voice. He probably already does.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Uh oh.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
The real
Young
hero.
Indy. Indy. That would be like Indiana Jones. That's when Sean Connery has another kid
Yeah.
with a Samoan woman and he dresses him like that.
With the Rock's mom.
Yeah, with the Rock's mom, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Nice moves, man.
Hell's yeah.
I can't wait till the Spider-Man PS4 game gets
Cheap.
yeah.
Yeah. I like he's Christian Bale right now. I like this part.
His Batman voice on.
He tries like an asshole.
I think you can write it off. If you can prove Spider-Man stole it, you might get like a tax write-off.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I think.
Or sell the car later. Be like, yo, Spider-Man trashed my car.
Well, I was gonna say, just from an insurance standpoint, it being stolen covers that.
You get double coverage
Like,
when a
I don't
superhero
think-
does it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
The Sokovia Accord.
Oh, yeah. It's true. He was on the. But he was on the. I don't know what's going on. Did he sign the Sokovia Accords? Because he was on that side.
Oh, he might have, yeah.
I don't know. I just looked and this is where my brain's at. It said TT and then like a /TTS, but it just looked like I saw the word tits.
TTs?
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh,
because
look, he's got
the
his tie
slash is kind of
undone.
straight up. Oh yeah, that means he's like
He's ready to
relaxing.
go. He's in like the Avengers.
I like that. I want to be the guy in the chair.
He's Spider-Man's guy in the chair.
Oh, I'd love to have that guy. Happy.
Oh,
there you
there's a
go.
shitting.
Yeah.
There's a shitting, all right.
I like. That must have been a good role for him because I mean he's not really involved in the main action very much. He probably could have shot everything in like 3 days, and be a fairly sizable part in the movie.
Yeah,
all
he's
things
in lots of it,
considered,
eh?
right? But it's like he's got scenes where he doesn't have to. He's not near any of this, where he's just like at Stark Tower or whatever, so he can just do all that, and then he
can
can shot
still-
that thing just from that exact spot.
He can do his spider duties. He can help Spider-Man, and he can also be at all of their little friend meetings.
Yeah.
Oh, the building is fixed. Oh. Holy God, he's got a lot on the plate here, eh?
Yeah.
That they're cooking up in the lab. Thor's
Thor's
magic
magic
belt.
I saw what the name was too online, because he couldn't say what it was, but I forgot what it was. Oh my God, classic teenagers. Right?
Holy fuck, Peter.
Yeah, you scratched that bad boy up pretty good.
Well, there goes Buddy's car. Oh
So
shit.
speaking of Orange is the New Black, she's in Orange is the New Black.
Oh fuck.
There you go.
Internet porn?
Yeah,
Ah, sweet.
I like when that's your
He
best
went
option.
there. Yes.
When porn's your best option.
Yeah, that's the one that saves you.
The Ned story.
Oh, Ned. I like kind of like neat actually the webbing coming out like that.
You know, something I've never seen. I've got to look it up sometime. I want to see if I can find any footage from the Broadway play, the Spider-Man, whatever it was called. What was it called?
Oh, and then you two like did the music.
Mhm. That
And I
bomb was,
remember
like, the
they did
biggest
a
bomb
couple
ever.
Into the Night or something.
Something like
Spider-Man. Fuck. I want to say Into the Spider-Verse, but I still have to see that movie.
So good. It's coming out on Blu-ray in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So by the time this comes out, it will have been on Blu-ray for a while.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck. Let's get
True
his jacket
Grit.
on, bro.
Be amazing if he was a pussy with his jacket. Like he just gets the shit beat out of him, and then he puts on the jacket. He's like, "Does it give you strength? No, confidence."
That's what a good jacket does, man.
Yeah, baby.
Not faux fur, though. That's not going to do it.
No, absolutely not.
It's got to be dripping and real. Oh. That didn't seem to bother him.
Oh, why not?
No, he's trying to talk him out of the Don here.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I like too because he's not like Ultron level bad guy.
No.
He's powerful and he's good for Spider-Man at this time.
He's just trying to get his.
It's going to suck when, like, you know, you get to that point where you have to team up with 4 other dudes.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be like, tuck your tail between your legs, go see, you know, the other bug guy there, or Doc Ock, and,
yeah,
you know, Magic Helmet Head there, Fishbowl. And, you know, the other guys would be like, I can't do it alone, and neither can you. Let's team up. And then they still can't.
It would be amazing if they just had these level bad guys. And they're like, what if all the Avengers were around for this? And, like, he's flying around and Thor just throws his hammer at him, kills him in one
Be done.
Just like, no problem. Hulk gets his hands on him, like, in the middle of the sky, rips off his wings.
Woo.
He just falls to his death. This was cool, actually. It wasn't it. Oh.
Just trying to knock the pillows out there, Peter.
I can't say enough good things about Michael Keaton as an actor. He's just so fucking good.
Nicely done. Yeah, he's a young punk. He doesn't have the chops yet.
No.
He's not a wily old veteran yet.
Actually, this moment coming up is pretty cool. He's got a pretty neat little like a cool little solo hero moment coming up.
Happy does, right?
You know, not happy.
Look at how happy he's getting off the train.
Happy looked happy.
So he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know why the credits aren't rolling yet. Clearly the movie's over because he's died. The
be...
roof caved in. Oh, wait, what?
He lives.
Whoa. That's like my worst fear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
He can at least move his hands.
I know, yeah. See, that's not as bad as it, you know.
Yeah, it's that whole, like...
Trapped, totally trapped.
Yeah.
Come on, Peter. You're crazy fucking strong.
Yeah, I know.
Believe in yourself. Think about Aunt May's boobs in your head. Go to your place. Go to the zone.
Yeah, go to your hormonal horny place. His boner just picks him up off
the boner. He's not even...
It's so sad.
Who is this up there?
Nobody. He's just.
I thought somebody was up there saying something.
No, he's just calling out to anybody because he's like, why? He's like, somebody has to save me, right?
Nobody's saving you, Peter.
He said,
"Get up."
He's a half and half. That'd be amazing if he sees the motivational thing from, like, what was it, Rocky 5? He's like, get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves you.
He's like, who's this old guy?
Remember that really old movie, Rocky?
Come on, Spider-Man. Dig deep, bro.
That's what I always try to do when I'm in Times Square and all those, and the guys in the Spider-Man costumes there. I go, come on, Spider-Man. And I try
and they go, oh, you got it.
I'm just running around trying to, use my ropey stuff.
Yeah. The rope-a-dope.
That's the stuff.
Fucking A, give her.
Ever fucking
you guys got glitter?
Like, I love that so much. Like, this is a great little hero moment.
This is like Superman picking up the fault line. And Superman 1, starring Christopher Reeve, rated PG. Boom.
No middle fingers in that one.
Deadpool should have been under there too.
That would have been amazing.
It's the same rubble.
He just comes up. He's like, "You fell for this too?"
And Spider-Man goes, "I can see your penis."
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool. That looks hella cool. He's gargoyling. Yeah. He's Disney's gargoyling up there.
Nice.
Oh my God, was that Dennis Leary?
No, it's fucking...
It's
the same people who've always been in this movie.
I just like how his dude, like, his buddy, was good enough at tech to be able to build this shit. They all seem to know one guy. Yeah, I can fix this up. Yeah. Give me a weekend. I'll fucking rig something up here.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, what he was showing was just the basic idea of, like, what it was capable of doing, and then they kind of just extrapolated from there, right? They're like, wow, this is a huge energy source. So if we can get more pieces of this, we'll be able to build something.
Feeling a little drag.
He's constantly.
He
This is
didn't
happening
mean that
to him
he
constantly.
he meant like he feels like going to a drag show later. Yeah, he looks cool. He looks like something out of like I don't know, like Gears of War or something, like those glow, or like Siphon Filter or some shit.
You're naming lots of things I don't know about.
Mason.
Oh, he's got
Oh, neat. Look at this.
Got a cool little protective suit now. Nice. Yeah, this would be a gigantic scar for being able to get, because like you said, it's got like Thor's weapons, it's got the fucking Hulkbuster armor.
This guy's doing pretty good though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Breaking into the Avenger plane.
Hell yeah.
And it's got its dirty old reflectors on. That's neat. That must really fuck up. You got to be on your game if you're driving this plane, because like the other plane, they don't know you're there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Probably like fucking 1,000 planes. What are we in New York or something?
Yeah.
Where's all the other air traffic here?
Figures
That
it's
guy
so
seems like too nice of a guy to be involved in this.
Yeah. I feel like he's one of those, like, you know, get the big score and then get away from this life forever type guys.
Right.
I understand that.
We said we weren't going to hurt people.
Yeah.
Not hurting people doesn't get you paid, does it? Nice. Nice room. I like the feng shui of that room.
Yeah. Well, now that it's empty, especially.
That was a neat function of the suit, how it can like connect up like that.
Yeah.
Suction on.
Hot dog.
They're all hot dogs.
That would be amazing.
Kosher.
You saw an Iron Man suit in there. Oh.
Just grab and run.
What
Sort of rooting for him.
Come with me.
It's Michael Keaton. I have to root for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's some of the Chitauri pew pews.
Fucking Iron Man. Kick that shit open.
Oh shit. At least he goes to do his own dirty work too, right?
Yeah. I guess he wasn't high enough in the air. I was waiting for it to just suck him out.
Right.
Oh, he's back in the suit, baby.
Yeah, he's back on her. Back in the saddle again. That is a neat
Yeah.
I wonder how much just to make the plane like Yeah.
Yeah. Why isn't Wonder Woman in this?
I know, that's right when they said Invisible Jet, I thought Wonder Woman. Holy fuck, buddy.
Do you think if they were to make another like Justice League or something like that they'll go with the Invisible Jet?
Why not?
Or Wonder Woman 1984?
Why not?
I just what would it be something more like this, or would they
He
like
gets sucked right into the turbine?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Well, sucked on.
Woo!
Go.
I thought it wouldn't even chop him up. His body would be so tough.
I don't know.
I guess he wasn't trying to mess around with that, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to think like, hey, let's see if I can, and then you get chomped up into a million pieces.
Well, he's not bulletproof, so I imagine that he could get sliced up by a jet engine.
Who? Sparks look nice.
Yes.
The Spark guy's on point at ILM in this one, man. You should have got a little bonus for this one.
This was another one of those movies where like ILM wasn't the only
Oh my god, of course not. There's like fucking 50 fucking
Yeah, but this is actually the first time Spider-Man, because Sony's always done the special effects for themselves, right? So this is the first time that a non-Sony entity did Spider-Man special effects. So like you said, it was ILM, but it was other ones as well. But that was the main. The main.
I wonder so what Sony's in-house?
Yeah.
With their own.
Yeah. They use a 32-inch Sony Vega TV. And then they make CG out of it. I don't know.
So yeah, that sounded good to me.
Yeah.
Like it right.
Hello.
Oh, there it is.
Well, now everybody can clearly see it. You guys fucked up huge.
Whoa. Spider-Man. Where are we here? Still back in New York? Or where are we?
This is around Coney Island.
Just drop all that shit in the water and go back for it, man.
Yeah. Well, it's not like he can steer the plane from the outside.
Is he stuck or what? Oh, no, he's trying to get the thing still.
Yeah, he's
really going for it with his talon foot there.
Yeah, he's trying desperately.
Oh, shit.
Not to...
Oh. It's always got to be like the carnival on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
I would love to go there, though. Be a great thing to go. Oh.
Whoa.
He's definitely durable, though, like you were saying. He's skipping across that sand.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It's good looking crashing plane.
Not bad. Take some hints, Con Air.
At least they that little where that's like Venice Beach or some shit.
It has very Venice Beach, but I believe it remains Coney Island.
Oh, it's Coney Island.
Yeah, I have said that.
The
3 times.
Ripper. I thought you said you wanted to make Coney burgers on an island.
I do, but
He's just pulled the old Martin Short where like a fistful of sand just flew out of his mouth.
well, that was what I think. If you skip across it like a rock for like a couple minutes, you probably get
He's
some.
probably gonna get some little spackles might filter through the oh shit.
I like that no sound because he's got like he's not hearing anything, so it's just like
Right.
it's one thing that was interesting is they make absolutely no reference to Spidey senses in this movie.
Yeah, because I don't know what they're doing here.
They do an Infinity War, but you would think that like he would have seen something coming
Or sense. That's a good call, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was the Spidey boo?
Spidey sense?
Yeah, that's
There
the
it
one.
is.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that thing. The fucking thing, you know. Oh,
Oh shit. Whoa.
it's way to not get impaled, dude.
Nice moves.
Nice. I like that.
Or Tony Stark
yeah.
to save you now there, Spider Punk.
It'd be amazing if just somebody else came. It's Hawkeye finished him off.
Hawkeye, that'd be awesome.
He's like,
Arrow hits
seriously?
him right between the eyes.
He's like, I'm not even a superhero. What's your deal? Oh, you feel bad. See, and again, you have this. He gets to have this moment. He's like, "Fuck him. He's a kid. I'm not gonna murder this kid if I don't have to. I'm just gonna go get mine.
Just go grab the shit.
Oh, get his box of arc reactors.
Oh yeah, look at it. It's all fucked up.
They're like spilling
Got the old
out.
googly eye.
It's like It's like a Walmart bag.
Doesn't he know his own suit's gonna blow up?
I don't know. But I don't think he's aware that it's what's the word? Volatile?
No.
No.
Jeez, buddy, don't you know? Like, holy God, get over it, bud. Like the suits.
Yeah. But I like that moment because, like, I feel like out of all the movies in the MCU, these two guys have treated each other with the most respect.
Right. That's not a bad claim. I could see that. Did you know that was the same ending as in Batman? Only it was reversed.
Yeah.
Now he was the bad guy getting pulled down instead of being Batman pulling down the Joker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, CG flames always looking good when you're standing in the
Yeah.
flames.
That was the face of a guy who was gonna murder whoever he found, though, not save him. He's like, "Ugh." Like the next thing was just him juicing his face with punches.
Turning his face into juice.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Watch Rambo 4 if you don't know what I mean.
That's the extended cut where he punches the guy in the face for 20 minutes.
No, that's where he takes those like 20 caliber
Oh my
rounds
God.
and he shoots the guy point blank.
What do you call
in
like
the face.
emulsification?
Yes.
What is that? Like, yeah. Just turn
Juicing.
them into juice. Yeah. Guy in the truck. I remember the guy in the little Jeep.
Yeah.
People just exploding.
Yeah. Which I think is what would happen when a bullet that's like the size of your forearm hits you in the chest. But from that,
he's like, shit.
look, I'm not happy about this either.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's flying vulture guy. Is this PS story about the plane? Is that what it
Yeah,
says?
that was the only
Cyclone.
that was the only mention of the vulture in it as well. Like, I love this shot too. They were so good at the Spider-Man iconography in this one. Like, I get the goosies, man. But like, you know, he gets those good like Spider-Man swinging, like all the there's that.
There he is. Told you, every place they can, they're slapping him in.
I feel like I should grow just that hair.
I think that's
Just
the new
the
hotness
side.
right there.
That is the new hotness.
You have
Why
to
does
grow
he
the
just have a
whole
fly?
thing out, and then, like, I guess every time you get a haircut, you just don't cut there.
I don't entirely know. This would be the worst. Could you imagine like this kind of scenario?
She's a
where it's
lesbian
like-
now. I know I can.
Yeah.
She's now a lesbian. The moment you can do it, the moment you've got the nerve,
Yeah, I know.
she switches teams.
No, more the idea of like the poor kid is like, oh, I have to leave school because my dad's like a master criminal.
Right.
So sorry. I guess I can't be friends with any of you anymore.
What are you sorry for this time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
don't tell her. I thought he was just about to tell her.
Yeah. No, I think that would be like the worst thing to say now. It's like, I'm the reason your dad's in prison. See you later. Because there's no understanding. Oh, yeah, by the way, he was going to die if not for me.
Yeah, he saved his damn life. He got too crazy with the score.
And his dad doesn't want him there. I do. I legit respect the Vulture in this.
Respect, brah.
Like,
would you fist bump him on his way to jail? You'd be like, respect, brah.
no,
What about the innocent people he killed?
No, you know what I would do? I don't think he killed anybody, to be honest.
He
with
came
you.
pretty damn close in that. Although on his side, Peter Parker did show up and kind of fuck the plan over. Like he would have probably been in and out.
Yeah.
And then, he had to fight Peter and then he dropped his piece.
Yeah.
Thing goes off.
Exactly. So like literal, like it's like not like he ever fired it. The only people he ever fired at were people who were firing on him. Right?
We can't count on Peter, so we need you.
There it is. See? She's MJ.
Whoa.
People, of course, were mad at that. They're like, but she's not Mary Jane. Her name's Michelle. Who gives a fuck, man? For real. Let him have somebody. I thought that was going to be Gwen, to be honest with you. But apparently they dated in real life for a little bit.
Yeah, so she likes him. See that look?
Yeah.
Hanging around in the boys' room at the high school again.
This reminds me exactly of our bathroom in Dalewood.
Yeah, with that weird dude standing in the suit.
Yeah. My only memories are when somebody told me they found somebody masturbating in there.
Oh, we went to look.
Yeah.
I think he was just taking a shit with his legs bobbing around.
Yeah.
That was Evan. Evan came and he's like, so-and-so's in there jerking off.
Yeah. And then I do remember the one guy, I remember being in there when a guy was power shitting. And like shitting at school is always a weird ordeal.
I never did it. It ruined my life.
No.
It ruined my life. I wish I could go back in time just so I could take one shit at the school so I could say, fuck you, universe.
I would somehow
I
would find a way to take less shits, and I took 0 as well.
I couldn't. It killed me, man. Going home was awful. My guts were roiling. Like, I was like halfway through the day to take the worst shit, and I would just hold it in.
No,
like,
I just get a
the shit bag.
No, I just like got into a rhythm where I was like I needed to go to the bathroom like either before school or after school.
Right.
Nice.
Get into that. There's no rhythm when you shit like me, man.
Like the new Avengers building, it's shiny.
I think it was like shit.
It's great. You're an asshole. It's nice to be low to the ground, right?
Because that one is lower.
Yeah.
Where's this at? New York again?
It's upstate New York.
So they're not going to have the big whole building. Utica.
Yeah. Well, this is where the movie ended. This is where Avengers 2 ended. This is where Ant-Man like went down with the Falcon.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Oh yeah, when Ant-Man breaks in.
Yeah. Give me a minute with the kid. He's one of those guys. He looks like a guy who would be the biggest jerk celebrity, but would be the guy who would surprise you the most.
Right.
To be really nice to you.
Yeah.
And like anything I've ever seen with him, like interacting with fans and stuff like that. Robert Downey Jr., of course, not like not Tony Stark, the celebrity,
right.
But like he's always like super cool with them and stuff like that. Like
right there, he's like, wasn't that just the perfect moment that moment you needed to be, tough love?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. He's like, let's just say it was.
Yeah. This is great. And I like too because he's like taking credit for him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he did it. Yeah,
and it's right on.
Yeah,
it's like, man, if it wasn't for me,
whoa,
it was cool to see this.
It is kind of neat looking though.
Yeah, but like to see this in this context too, to be like, wow, the real graduation. But my point is, like, he had so many gadgets in that other one that he was not technically allowed to touch. Why did he buy another suit or make another suit for him?
He was supposed to hack it and break into it. He had to have a little rebellion. Is that which one's that one? Is that the one from Infinity War?
Yeah, that's the Infinity War one. That would be amazing.
Fit right in, kid.
What would his situation be like? Because with actors and stuff, when they're kids, they gotta they have to be like tutored on set and stuff like that. What happens if you're a child Avenger?
I don't know. I'm guessing you probably it's probably the same thing.
He probably just.
I don't think Pepper Potts is going to be allowing some kid to be around not learning school.
No. Oh, is she school marmon?
Oh yeah.
She's got her hair up in a nice tight bun and some sexy library
can have
glasses.
Gwyneth Paltrow's hot A's all over the top of his head.
He's gonna, and his hot young body's gonna make her so wet her jade egg's gonna flop out of her pussy. The second you said Gwyneth Paltrow, I have to figure out how to work the jade egg in.
Oh yeah, he said no to the suit.
Of course,
he's going back to the goggles and the balaclava.
Young buck. I think it was so good. I remember there was a lot of backlash when they found out that he was going to be in this. They're like, just let it be Spider-Man. I'm like, he was such a good addition to this movie because like he wasn't the star of it by any means. He
just blamed it on Happy.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. He's been carrying it since 2008. 2008 was the first Iron Man.
Yep.
Movie. There we go.
What was he gonna say?
He was gonna get engaged. He was gonna get engaged to her, and then let that be the big announcement.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God, her buns were looking sweet.
Oh, he's gonna steal the ring.
No, he's gonna propose to her.
I know, but I'm saying like he's gonna steal Buddy's ring.
Why is he gonna steal the ring? He doesn't have it anymore.
I thought the ring was Happy's ring that he was holding on for himself.
He was holding on to the engagement ring to give to, for Tony to give to Pepper.
I thought that was for his old lady. Tony just stole it.
Yeah. No.
Tough shit. It's spider-approved toilet paper.
Yeah, it's made of his web stuff, so your shit just sticks right to it and you pull it off. This is
amongst with all your ass hairs.
This was a great moment. They said that this moment tested through the roof and like people were reacting like crazy to it. But I remember being in the theater on the opening night for this exact moment.
Oh shit.
And the final line of the movie.
Ah yeah.
So good.
Blitzkrieg Pop.
Such a good movie.
Don't they do a Spider-Man song, which is funny that they didn't choose that for this?
Oh, it was, they literally just do the Spider-Man cartoon theme cover. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Oh, fuck that. It's so close.
Because they utilized that. Like, they made like an orchestral version of that song that played at the beginning of the movie. Is like, how many times can you hear it?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So I think it was Amazing Spider-Man where they actually have his ringtone is the Spider-Man theme. And like, so do we live in a world where they made a cartoon about him while he's while he's real?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes, they did.
Hey.
So is the same director of this one doing the sequel?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Well, once you've done it right? Like, there's no reason to not get this dude.
Oh, and to get the Spider-Man, too.
Oh, yeah.
I like that she goes as Zendaya.
Yeah. Well, do you know her real name? I have no idea what her real name is.
Zendaya.
Yeah. It's like her first name's Zaya.
No, that's just one. It's like Madonna, Prince. Her parents knew.
But that was none of their real names.
Well, the Disney representatives came to the parents and said, listen, we're going to buy all your kids off you. They got a couple of neighbors for the Musketeers and all that. This one's Zendaya.
This is Zendaya. She will be known as Zendaya. She's an entity, not a person.
That's right.
Yes.
She's a brand.
Okay. I get behind that.
Blitzkrieg Pop.
We're a brand.
This isn't, I like the credits have got me.
Yeah,
they got a lot of zazz going. Well, eventually this is going to stop and they're going to have to let it roll because like, fuck man, it'll be forever.
No,
like another whole movie if they did it like this.
Oh my God. I think we're going to get a little bit of a mid-credit sequence thing.
I feel like they got the idea for the Into the Spider-Verse from this.
That would be
right
amazing.
There.
I would buy into that.
Oh.
So we've got
our
mid-credit sequence here.
Mid. I wouldn't say mid.
Yeah. Well, it is mid because the rest of it. So you can see he's got like a big arm thing going on right now. Scorpion here. Our spider friend. I like what they did with his eye. His makeup and stuff's really cool. Yes. Oh. I like this too. This is another good respect moment for him. You know who he is. Oh. Fun. See, I love that.
Nice.
He's still protecting him because he saved him.
No, because he wants to get him himself too.
Well, there's probably a bit of that too, but like but at the same time, he's like, yeah, he could
Woo!
I lie.
Prison heat. There should be I guess it would be maybe to Arkham. This just made me think of like all the guys are in prison, and there could be like a Netflix show. Yeah. Not now, obviously, maybe Disney Plus, where it's all the guys in jail.
Yeah. Didn't they do that? I think
not
like
the same jail
or something like that though.
Maybe different jails, but it follows all the villains who are incarcerated.
Yeah.
And then the big season enders, they all break out and come after Spider-Man or whatever the fuck, right?
Because I think they did a thing in the comics or something like that where it was like it was Daredevil in jail, I think, and like a bunch of the main bad guys were in there, like Kingpin was
Daredevil's the fucking man.
It's so funny to see how I feel about superheroes now, like certain ones now, compared to like when I was a kid and stuff. Like to me, it couldn't have gotten more lame than Daredevil or Captain America or like all these. I'm like, what? How fucking corny are these guys? And then it's like they create them in such a way. Like
all it takes is one awesome hallway, one-shot fight scene, and you got me.
Yeah. That's fair.
It was that scene in the first season there. I was like, holy fuck. Or it was the stairway or something.
Oh, it was the first scene.
It was all one shot.
It was like the raid, pretty much.
And it was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
All those dudes are coming out with a crazy action movie. It's like Buddy from the Raid, Tony Jaa. It's like a shit ton of them.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, it's coming out. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, so now the real question, okay?
Yeah, let's hear it.
What style of marker could be written onto my belt without coming off?
Permanent marker.
Whoa. Is this new? Is this like a Start creation?
It's literally any Sharpie or anything like that.
Permanently marks bad guys, so all radar and things pick them up?
Yeah, it's like that shit from the first Mission Impossible. He sprays it on the back of his head. It's got like a purple back of his head.
Oh,
it's that shit. Yeah, it's just whatever Sharpie he's got will be fine.
What he's got. I'm bringing my own. Fuck that. I probably won't even work at that time. Like, sorry, still owe me $200. Even though, like, what's this guy even charging for? This guy's like a bazillionaire.
Yeah.
The Saudi Arabia deal alone probably made him fucking like $15 million.
Yeah, well, hey.
He is married to Michelle McCool. She's probably expensive.
Oh, for sure. Is that true? I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah.
No. Here's me not keeping up on such things, right?
Me and the Taker are going to be so tight.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to show up like Paul Bear.
Yeah, but
He'll start crying.
He's the kind of guy who, oh, man. He's the kind of guy who doesn't show up to a lot of those things.
He just started.
Yeah.
He just took his name off of a bunch of the WWF stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he put his name up for appearances.
Yeah.
And the first one he's doing, and Vince McMahon is super pissed, is StarCast 2. Apparently it's a big thing, and like Bret Hart's going to be in Ric Flair, but it's also, you know, it's been known to be a co-branded event with All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
So Vince is like fucking flipping.
Wow.
Like he really hasn't anything to worry about. So yeah, you can take the 8,000-year-old Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen him wrestle recently. It's not pretty.
I was going to say he's got to be done at this point. Like,
this his matches were kind of sad.
Well, this is why you take these things now. You show up at those those WrestleMania adjacent fan things and stuff like that, and you make tons of money. Like people who are shitty make money, unless you're Virgil.
If you go, how dare you?
Hot dogs in them.
He was the best hot dog seller they've ever fucking had. So, like, do you book these things ahead of time?
What do you mean?
Like, once the Undertaker's on, do I have to say I want to meet the Undertaker, or do you just have to show up there?
You show up. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to do a photo op with them, they've got like a thing where you actually because they don't make it where like you go get in line and then you might not be able to get to them. Like you actually buy a ticket.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you don't do that for the autographs. You just get in line.
So if I went to a meet and greet thing with him, he wouldn't sign something.
No.
What?
It's because they keep the, like, you either pay for the autograph or you pay for the photo.
Autograph.
Then you're going to stand in line and wait for the autograph.
Whew, I have to get there early.
Yeah.
I have to be like the first person in there.
Yeah.
How do you know where he'd even stand? Is there like stand here for the Undertaker line? Because he's going to be here in an hour?
They have their pictures all the way across the thing. You'll know exactly where they'll be.
Oh, fuck. You'll be there anyways.
Yeah.
Standing in line
because
all fucking day.
I'll be there to sign your autograph because I'm the Undertaker.
Oh, my God.
You notice we've never been in the same room at the same time.
Shit, that's true as well. Holy shit. I remember that time when we were at Sheldon's and we were watching wrestling and you were like, I got to go take a crap.
Yeah.
And you didn't come back on.
Yeah.
And then the Undertaker was in the main event. And then the next day you were all messed up.
Yeah. My hips were hurting. Then I got Sarah.
That explains
across
it.
my throat. Don't know why I did that.
Yeah. Don't know why. The steroids are a hell of a thing.
Steroids.
I'll tell you, man, they'll get you.
Flash drive written by John Watts. So he wrote a song for this.
Fucking right, he did.
Star Wars merchandise, courtesy of Lucasfilm.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Everybody shoots in Georgia, man. If you get the opportunity, Georgia, like, it must be the cheapest place. I know they've got tons of
it
tats.
Must be the cheapest place.
Because I know there's a lot of like stuff like that. Australia, I think they
haven't done any of these in Canada. They haven't been to that big thing.
What? No.
That big old thing they built off the outskirts of Toronto.
Speaking of which,
fucking...
they're making Netflix is doing a big thing. They're leasing a bunch of. They've got a bunch of studio space now that they're going to lease. So for Canadian productions for Netflix and stuff like that.
Well,
that just happened.
I remember reading that.
Well, so do I. So I guess we're having a conversation about it now.
Yes, we certainly are. We got another one?
Yeah, man.
Got to be one more here.
Oh, this is just.
There you go.
It's so funny because like this is the kind of thing where he's like making fun of himself a little bit. It's so funny to see that older costume compared to his current costume and stuff like that.
I like this one.
Even though it's essentially the same costume, it's just worn down and darker and stuff like that. That's so funny. I just absolutely, that was a good one. I absolutely love that. Just a
nice funny one. Nothing too,
Yeah. And like, because there have been other
be moved.
Yeah, there you go. There have been other ones that have come up that have been disappointing. So just to basically knock out going, haha, we made you wait for this, assholes, is kind of fun.
What was that say? Be moved.
I don't know. They want us to be moved, and I am. All I know is it worked. I'm moved.
They've demanded that we be moved.
Yeah, and they were right. All right. Well, that is it for this one, guys.
I got a movement for you.
Next one, some more action, some more fun. We're hitting you with Thor Ragnarok.
Nice pronunciation.
Thank you. I nailed it.
Yes.
So tune in next week. As always, find us at miscastcommentary.com, our newly revamped miscastcommentary.com.
Ooh, yeah.
Catch us. Podcast at miscastcommentary.com. If you want to email us, find us on Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at miscasttodd. Find us on Instagram. I'm at JK Finley, and Miscast Commentary is our group photo thing. So yeah, reach out to us. We love to hear from you guys when we do, and we will see you next week.
Keep it real, players.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.
Don't hit this button for any reason.
What does that do?
Stops the recording.
The big red.